Under the lights, where the warriors ride. Friday night fire, feel the pioneer pride. From the first down fight to the final bell. Where Boswell born, you know the name well. It's Football Friday night. For the brand we stand, we fight. With the blue and gold, side by side, we bleed pioneer pride. From snap to sack, from pass to run, we bring the heat till the battle's won. In the trenches or the open field, we play for the brand. We never yield. Jim Howard's call brings the game to life. Peyton P with the inside cutting like a knife. Keith Demon breaks it down, tells you what's in store. Boswellsports on the mic, who could ask for more? It's Football Friday night with the heart, the grit, the might. Boswell Pioneers take flight. We play for the brand all day, all night. Slobber Friday night.
Entertainment and appreciation.
Hey, good evening and welcome to Boswell Sports for tonight's District 3-6A matchup between the Boswell Pioneers and the Legacy or Mansfield Legacy Broncos. Hello everyone, I'm Jim Howard and this is Pioneer Football. Joining me in the booth tonight is our play-by-play man, Peyton Peterson. Hello, Peyton.
Hello, Jim. We're back in the deer line at atR.L. Anderson.
Yeah, atR.L. Anderson Stadium, built in the 1980s. And we do apologize for the video until the sun goes down. It could be a little bit grainy, and it's just because we're shooting through some real dirty windows. But we're looking to have a good time tonight. At the helm is Keith Diamond. Hello, Keith. Hello. Keith's going to try to get us a halftime report down on the sideline with Coach Weaver. We'll see how that works out. And then, of course, down on the field is our lovely and talented photographer, Sandy Howard, who you all know, you all love. She'll have those pictures for you this weekend from this game. And boys, this is an exciting one. The Boswell Pioneers pulled the upset last week against the Crowley Eagles in overtime. 29-28 or 28-27. 28-27.
28-27 last year.
They're at the Bos, and so they're flying high. They're feeling confident. But then you got the Mansfield Legacy, who they also got to win.
Yeah.
You got to win against Weatherford in a tough battle that came down to the fourth quarter. So tonight we'll see where does this team fall. And Peyton's got some good stuff on it, but we're going to take a quick break to recognize our sponsors first. When we come back, we'll have the breakdown of this game, national anthem, coin flip, and the kickoff. Stay with us here on Boswell Sports.
It's Football Friday night. For the brand we stand, we fight. With the blue and gold, side by side, we bleed pie. Oh, Ritz barbecue, make you move like a cow. Tasting Texas pride, no stopping now. From sun up to sundown, this place feels right. Red's barbecue, every single bite.
Thinking about saving money on insurance? Think no more. The answer is Lone Star Insurers, a Paul Jacobs agency. We have just the right coverage for you. Auto, home, health, life, recreational vehicles, and more. See how we can save you money on your monthly premiums with these products. All State Progressive, MetLife, Mercury, and Unitrin. Call today for a free quote. Lone Star Insurers is locally owned. Find them at 8101 Boat Club Road 325, Fort Worth, Texas 76179, or call them at 817-236-2886.
Because I got to control.
All right, welcome back to Boswell Sports. We are just about 15, 20 minutes away from the start of this one here. And the Boswell Pioneers are featuring a new look uniform tonight. We got new helmets.
Oh, they are beautiful, Jim.
And let's see if we can zoom into these helmets. They had a party this week on Tuesday. You see it there. Instead, gone is the Texas logo with the Boz in it, and now it just says Boz.
And the white helmet's return. It's been a few years.
White helmet with a gold stripe down the middle of it. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't think Boswell has worn white helmets since I was in school at Boswell, which that was a little bit ago.
Temperature is fantastic here. We got not a cloud in the sky, 83 degrees, wind about maybe 7 miles an hour. And then, of course, there's absolutely no chance for rain as we are live here at atR.L. Anderson Stadium. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. All the folks watching on the big screen TV there at Eagles Nest on Boat Club Road. Maybe Amy's got it on her television there at Red's Barbecue. And maybe let's talk a little bit about this Mansfield Legacy team that come in the same record as Boswell. They're 3-3, 1-1 in district. Their first loss was to Lake Ridge.
To Lake Ridge, yep.
Yeah, to Lake Ridge, and then they won against Weatherford last week. There's your standings right now. You got Lake Ridge is up at the top.
Oh, sorry, North Crowley. North Crowley was their first district
that's
loss.
Right.
Yep.
North Crowley Panthers, they're currently in second place, tied with Lake Ridge. Then you got Mansfield Tigers and Boswell, along with Legacy, all fighting for that middle ground, looking to see who's going to be that third and fourth spot. And so this is a very crucial game for Boswell tonight, really for both teams.
100%, yeah. I mean, you look at Legacy. I mean, they've only got is that correct? 3 games left. Yeah, 3. Yeah. Yep. 3 games left. Yeah, I mean they've got Boswell. 4 games. Yeah. 3 games left. Boswell, Mansfield, and Crowley. And look, we were talking a little bit in the pregame. I genuinely think when you're looking at, I think Weatherford's gone. I think their chances of making the playoffs are done. I don't think there's any coming back from it. Being 0-2 in district. I think Legacy, Crowley, Boswell, that's really who's fighting for that 4th spot at the moment. And Boswell's already got the upper hand. They picked up a big win against Crowley last week. I think if they win tonight, and that's presuming if you win against Weatherford down the line, down at the end of the season, I think 3 wins gets you into the playoffs. With how if you have Boswell's resume.
And on the other side of that, I think Crowley actually plays the Mansfield Tigers tonight.
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, if you're Boswell, you're kind of hoping that Mansfield picks up the win tonight because that will just take Crowley out of the picture for good, I think. I think it takes Crowley out of the picture for good. You win tonight against Legacy, and then you go down and beat Weatherford at the end of the season. I don't want to talk out of tongue and be predict something and jinx the team at all, but I think 3 wins for Boswell gets them into the playoffs, at least at that 4th spot. I really do. And you never know what can happen. I mean, this Pioneer team is getting better and better. They could sneak off a win against Lake Ridge. You never know. Lake Ridge has been kind of shaky a little bit since the start of district plays. So Yeah, I mean, you never know.
You never know. And, you always like to get hot as you're headed to the playoffs. And I think that the Boswell Pioneers, after that Forney loss, and even though they lost against Mansfield, still we've seen improvement.
Yeah.
We've seen this defense step up. We've seen the tackling getting better. We've seen the secondary go up against some real talented receivers and shut them down.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm excited about this group.
Yeah, Jim. I mean, I think I am too. And I mean, we're looking at a little bit of the quarterback comparison here between Juju and Jenkins. And look, I mean, if we want to talk a little bit about Legacy and kind of how they are as an offense, and Jim, I think the Pioneers the last 2 weeks played some of the best passing teams in this district. They're about to go against a pretty shaky passing team, I think. Jenkins, he's a little inconsistent at the quarterback position. He's only got 53% completion percentage this year. They're not a throw a football around kind of team. They are going to keep it on the ground. And for Boswell, that kind of works in your favor. The biggest worry for the defense this year has been on that back end and in the secondary and outside the tackles. Most of your runs are going to be inside the tackles, and that's where the Pioneer defense has just been stout. So it just makes me think, with Legacy now knowing that this is a crucial game, watch out for some trick plays. Watch out for some new installments for this Legacy offense, because honestly, I think when you're talking about first 3 district games, Mansfield, Crowley, Legacy matches up the best so far for Boswell. Defensively, we haven't even talked about the offense yet. There is a lot of gaping holes that we need to talk about defensively for Legacy.
Yeah, we saw there in that graphic, the rankings are getting closer and closer.
Yep.
Last week, Boswell was 306. I'm not sure where they're at right now because I didn't see the latest update.
I think they're in the high 200s, I think.
But Crowley was ranked a lot higher than what Legacy is ranked.
Yeah.
And so that gap is starting to close.
Yeah, the gap is starting to close, and we saw last week Boswell was 28-point favorites, and look, I don't know if that was actually, a valid case. Maybe that was one of those 10 times where Boswell wins and the 9 other times Crowley wins.
Right.
But I can tell you tonight, Boswell's 7-point underdogs. I don't think they're 7-point underdogs against this team. And Jim, I can tell you why. The Legacy defense this year is a big, big question mark. And I think especially with district play. Last week when they faced Weatherford, they allowed the most passing yards so far this season for their defense. Let me pull this up for you, Jim. I think it was, what did we have that? I think it was 450 something yards allowed through the air last week against Weatherford. Weatherford's not a very good team. They're not a very good offense. They're not potent. This isn't the Weatherford of the past. So, I mean, that is a big question mark, I think, defensively for Legacy. And look, when you're talking about over 3,000 yards of offense that's been allowed through 6 football games, that's a big question mark, and that should bring some worry, I think, to the Legacy team. They've defended the run a little bit better, but when you're talking about 6 yards per carry, again, it's like, I don't know. I mean, this may be one of those games, Jim, where Boswell, if I was the coach, go out and run the football. Don't, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. But if they want to win this game through the air, they can. If they want to win this game on the ground, they can, just based on what we've seen this year. And again, that may just be a one-off. They may come out tonight and install different things and have different players at different positions, but their secondary is a big, big, big hole, I think. And, Jim, there's been 2 quarterbacks this season that have over 150 quarterback ratings against Legacy this year. The perfect quarterback rating is 158.3. That's a perfect, you made no mistakes. You had very little incompletions. You're scoring all over. 158.3. A couple of games ago, quarterback rating, 156.3. That's 2 points. That was North Crowley. Don't get me wrong. But if we're going secondary versus secondary, Boswell versus Legacy secondary, Boswell's shown over the last 2 weeks they can defend the pass really well against some pretty good teams that can throw the football. Legacy can't really throw the football as well as those teams. Up front, defensive line. Boswell's really defended the run over the last few weeks really well against some really good running backs. We look at Cotton for Crowley. He didn't go for much last week. He was not really their main guy on the ground. It was a little bit more of, hey, let's quarterback keeper. Let's keep it outside. Then you look at the second level. The last few weeks, man, the linebackers for Boswell have just been flying to the football, beating around the edge, and has been playing some spectacular football. Jim, I will say, with Legacy and with how I believe that this game could go, I think there's going to be a lot of installments offensively for them. That's going to be, new flashes that are thrown at Boswell. I wouldn't be surprised if they run a little bit of, gata package, something crazy, little trick plays. But you also have to look on the special teams for Legacy. They have a blocked punt this year, a blocked field goal, and they have a lot of return yards. I think it's like over 400 return yards this season as a special teams unit. So if Legacy wants to win, it may have to be a gritty, kind of one of those weird, funky football games. Boswell's going to have to be on their toes and make sure they're not overlooking their opponent because, look, Legacy's in the same spot Boswell is. You win tonight, you put yourself in a really good spot heading towards the line when they go play Crowley. Boswell, they're in a much better spot if they win tonight because they're going to go face Weatherford in a few weeks.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Legacy team shows up because, after that win over Crowley, I'm sure that other teams in the district are going, whoa, wait a minute.
Yep.
Who are these Boswell Pioneers all of a sudden? And who's this team that last year won one game, and that was against Lake Ridge at the end of the season? Who are these guys?
It's even happening in the media, Jim. Like a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, Boswell lost to Mansfield. Everybody that I've seen in the media kept saying, Boswell's the sixth team in the district. Boswell's the sixth team in the district. It was just same old. Even I'm going to rain on, kind of one of my buddies, Matt Diggs, a little bit. He kept Boswell down at 6. And I think he's just scoreboard watching. I think a lot of people were scoreboard watching 2 weeks ago. They saw 31-12, Boswell loses to Mansfield. Oh, that was expected. 19-point loss. We understand it. These people didn't watch that football game. And I think a lot of people kind of understand now, okay, this Boswell team is a little bit better than we thought. And look, if they come out tonight and beat Legacy, all of a sudden, they're front runners. They're in the top 4 in the district. They're competing. And then you're looking at 1-1. If they win tonight, there's going to be there's a 1-0 game happening between North Crowley and Lake Ridge. Boswell's going to be tied for first in the district if they win tonight. That's going to be a legitimate thing that's happening.
Wow. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's 1-0 game against each other. There's going to be a lot of 1-1 teams after tonight. But there's already a lot of 1-1 teams right now. But Boswell, after tonight, heading into the bye week, has a chance to be tied for first in the district. And everybody's going to be like, where the heck did this come from? But you got to go win tonight. You got to go compete on the field tonight.
Yeah.
Did you get do you have all of the officials listed in?
I do. We just have to figure out who the head official.
I've got it.
If you got the head official, and we don't know which crew it is.
So where are they? So I see it.
So you have to double click on the file. That'll open up the master. And then you'll search for the head official's name. Sorry, we have to get kind of technical on here. This is the first time Keith has had the officials. And that was courtesy of last week, Ace Little. The Crowley broadcaster gave us just a little thing that showed the officials. And so now we know every official in Tarrant County.
We're coming after them.
So that way there we are.
There we go.
There's your officiating crew right there.
Crew tonight, Michael Aker. He'll be your referee. Steve Young, Michael McKee, Nicholas Godfrey, Jeremy Boyd, Kyle Yates, and Daniel Matthews. That's the crew for tonight's game. And hopefully they'll have a good game officiating.
Yeah, I mean, overall this year, Jim, the officiating's been pretty good. And, look, it's always nice when you get into those October months and you're competing for playoffs and you're looking at these scenarios, man, it's been a bit since I've been with you guys talking about playoff scenarios.
Yeah.
It looks like after tonight, we're really going to get, if Boswell wins, we're going to be really getting into the thick of things about where Boswell lands and where they could go. We're going to be talking about classification numbers. How many kids is in this school? How many kids is in this school?
Yeah.
Are they going D1? Are they going D2?
It's going to get crazy.
Are they going to face South Lake? Are they going to face Byron Nelson?
Are
Are they going to get LD Bell? Who
Yeah.
are they going to get?
But what's interesting that I haven't heard you guys talk about that I brought up while we were getting all set up
Yeah.
is that most people probably don't realize all of 3-6A except for the one bye team is playing tonight. So we'll be able to
Yeah, on Thursday night.
we'll be able to keep track of all the scores. I'm going to do the best I can to keep that in there. One of the things that when I go down and do I'm nervous about but excited about is doing the halftime interview with Coach. But we'll look at some scores then at halftime as well too, to kind of see where things are at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So part of the reason why so many teams are playing tonight is there's a school holiday tomorrow. Indigenous Day, Columbus Day, whatever you want to call it. So instead of having the game on Friday night during the holiday, they moved it back to Thursday. And then I think also Mansfield shares two stadiums.
Yeah.
They got Newsom
Yep.
Stadium,
Yes.
which is the new nice one that gets their marquee games. And then,
We'll be there soon.
yeah.
It's marked in the calendar. We'll be there soon.
And then we get atR.L Anderson, which is kind of like their black hole with Halton. And so
It's like going to your grandmother's house.
yeah, it is.
It's like going to your grandmother's house.
It's like stepping in a time machine
Yeah.
and going back to the 1980s.
Yeah, but I mean, Jim, we're looking at these games tonight that are in 3-6A. I think we kind of understand how that North Crowley Lake Ridge game is going to go, but that Mansfield Crowley game tonight, we're going to have to keep our eyes on that one. That is a big one, and if you're a Pioneer fan at home, root on Mansfield. Root on the Tigers.
Even though they beat us.
Even though they beat us, Mansfield winning is big for Boswell, especially when you're talking about playoff hopes. But, Jim, I mean, if we can talk a little bit more about the game tonight, and, we got the captain's about to take the field here. Legacy, very good running football team. Not very efficient in the passing game. It seems like Boswell defensively, if they can just stop the run, they can put themselves in a really good position, I think, defensively in this football game.
I agree. And, that's going to be a task for them. They've got Legacy's got a D1 commit.
Yeah, left tackle.
Left tackle, and they do a lot of running.
They run behind them. They'll pull them. They even throw them out, and whenever they run like tunnel screens with the receivers, they'll have him and disengage and go block. And I mean, this guy's 6'4", 300. He's going to take your head off if you're not paying attention. So
It looks like the Boswell captains are out on the field, but it's not the ones that we normally have.
So you got them Boswell captains on the field, dressed in all white with blue numbers and those new white helmets with the gold stripe and the Bos on the side.
oh, they're beautiful, Jim.
And those guys, we got number 88 is Porter Stevenson, a wide receiver. Number 55, Kyler Davis, a offensive lineman. And then number 35, Nate Rosales. And those are your Boswell captains tonight. And then for Legacy, we've got number 5, Carson Cox. He is a linebacker.
Number 88,
99, Alec Cano. And he is a defensive lineman. And then number 7 is Nathan Wilson, the quarterback.
and number 71 also, Jim.
Yeah,
71 also is Khalil Senago.
that's their left tackle. He's heading to
that's the big
Arizona.
guy.
He's heading to Arizona. 3-star commit. I mean, this kid, he can move some guys on the defensive line, man. He's a stud. I mean, you can see his body, Jim. They don't have him on his roster, but I think I saw on his 24/7, 6'4", 300.
Yeah.
I'd believe it.
And you look at him as he compares to Stevenson there. Stevenson, I think Stevenson's 6'4".
Yeah, Stevenson.
Stevenson's is not.
He's 6'1". Yeah, Stevenson's 6'1", 165, and he's towering over Stevenson. It's the coin toss almost hit Stevenson.
and coin toss.
Looks like the Pioneers may have won the toss,
In addition, the Legacy Broncos.
and they will defer to the second half.
You look at these helmets tonight, guys.
Those are.
I mean, they are sweet.
For a total of
Yeah, they had a helmet meeting back on Tuesday night. They put the stickers on them and everything.
I think we need a helmet meeting, guys.
I think you're right. So the Pioneers will defend the north goal, and Legacy will defend the south goal.
Center, Brett Center. We celebrate resilience and strength to all survivors. Would you please stand?
So at this time,
we also recognize
they will have a
detection,
moment of silence, followed by the Boswell and then Legacy school song.
We also
We actually did the school songs already.
What's that? Oh, they already did?
They already did, yeah.
Okay. That's what happens when you talk too much.
As you look around at the sea of pink, it reflects.
You get that mic in front of us, Jim. It's tough. It's tough to get it away.
And the next thing you know, I'll have this the national anthem.
Where family united.
Running it out is number 43.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the
Alan Howell. So number 43, Alan Howell is running the flag for Boswell tonight. Oh, do they got a new? That blue one over there. That's a new one too, isn't it?
No, that's the one that
Dad's
Blue Crew runs with.
Oh, okay. I just don't remember seeing it.
So, pardon me, at the beginning of the broadcast, said that the white helmets were worn in 2020. It was actually 2021. So that was I believe that was the year after the COVID year.
Yeah, that was back when they had just the number on the side of the helmet.
Number on the side of the helmet. It's nice. It's good. These are great away uniforms, I think, and it's nice to see the Boswell logo back on the helmets. And man, they are sweet. Coach did a good job, man. They did a really good job on these.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd also like to introduce tonight's officials. We have referee Mike Bishop.
We got a little bit ahead, but that's all right.
That's all right.
Line judge Michael McGee. Line judge Nicholas Godfrey. Side judge Kyle Yates. Field judge Jeremy Boyd. And back judge Daniel Matthews. How about a big round of applause for tonight's officials who never get any love? Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask that you please rise and remove your caps and direct your attention
Don't
to
come in here.
the presentation of tonight's colors by the Legacy High School ROTC Color Guard. Presenting the nation's colors for tonight's game are Color Guard Commander Cadet Lars Hagen, Texas State Flag Bearer Cadet John Paul Versardi, U.S. Flag Guard Cadet Kaylin Young, and Texas Flag Guard Cadet Lillian Thompson. Please remain standing until after the playing of our national anthem by the Legacy High School Marching Band and Junior ROTC retire the colors. And now the pride of Legacy High School, the Broncos Marching Band, as they honor America and Americans around the world with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated, and that concludes our pre-game festivities.
All right, we're ready to go here from atR.L Anderson Stadium, as this first quarter is sponsored by Red's Barbecue. You'll get your, if you're at home right now, I believe they do DoorDash, right, Jim?
Yeah.
Some DoorDash, Uber Eats, just order it to the house. Get some good pulled pork sandwiches, turkey, anything you could think of.
Hamburgers.
Hamburgers, Red's fries. Woo, that's a staple. That's a staple.
Secret Red's Tots.
Ooh, good call there. Good call. All right, here we go. So Boswell will kick off tonight. It's been a few weeks, I think, since Boswell hasn't received to start a football game, I think. It's been a few weeks. Actually won a toss this week, which is nice. Keep in mind, Legacy this season, a lot of return yards. Watch out for the returns for them tonight. Boswell may be doing their signature sky kick around that 25-30 yard line to kind of avoid the kicks tonight.
That's a good point. This game could come down to special teams.
Yeah, it could. All three phases in Legacy, they've proven, even with the inconsistencies that they have on offense and defense, they're pretty good on special teams. They're actually one of the best in the district when it comes to special teams yards, and they've had a few takeaways, blocked punts, blocked field goals. They've done it all. Their special teams unit has been really good, and when you play in tight games, got to win in all three phases. So it all starts here, as the sun is officially down and away.
Thank goodness.
From Mansfield.
Yes.
And the ball is down on the tee, and we are ready to go for a one-on-one matchup here in 3-6A between Boswell and Legacy, and we are underway. So there is that little pooch kick that'll be returned by Legacy, and look, there's that good return, even on the little pooch kick, brings it to around almost midfield, and that is where Legacy will take over. So Boswell, they do those kicks, Jim, to avoid the long return, and it still ends up being a long return.
Wow, and you can see kind of the size mismatch between the Boswell squad and Legacy's.
Yeah, Coach Weaver, heading into this football game, said that they are bigger. But that's typical Boswell teams, though. They're usually mismatched. So quarterback for them is number 9, Jake Jenkins, lefty quarterback. We haven't really seen a southpaw at all at QB this year. Not really a threat to run the football, though. Here's a fake handoff, throws a little screen to the right side. It is caught. It'll be a good return after the catch for a first down. That is Dondre Thomas. So Dondre Thomas, he's their top receiver, but they love to do everything with him. Putting at running back position, Wildcat, they're going to move him around just like Chance Lasser, and you see that there, go for a first down.
Broncos first down.
As I just mentioned, Jake Jenkins, this guy, negative 11 rushing yards so far this year at the quarterback position. He is no threat to run the ball. They'll send Thomas in motion. Jenkins back to pass, throws a little screen again, and this may be their game all night that they need to play against Boswell, as Kingston James has another good reception.
Number 12, Kingston James.
And it looked like he got close to the first down.
Major Diego.
He's going to be about a yard short. Major Diego on the tackle.
That's something we're not used to seeing either. We're on the home side, which is the visitor side, so the sticks are over here.
Yeah. Jenkins again. And they're going to go on the ground for the first time tonight. Big hole, and those passes have to be led for a good run game to start, and it's a touchdown for Legacy. Jawan Harrison Jr., the junior tailback, and Jim, seems like the screen game kind of opened up the run game there.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that's just a good-looking job by the Broncos. They go 3 plays and getting in the end zone.
Yeah, so Legacy had a good return to around midfield and went just a couple screens led by, that was Dondre Thomas and Kingston James, and then they topped it off with Jawan Harrison Jr., who has over 800 yards rushing so far this season. So he's a good little tailback for them. So their little scripted drive will go for a touchdown, and in the PAT, they lead 7-0 here early. Pioneers are getting ready to get the ball for the first time tonight.
Yeah, you got to see what the Boswell offense can do here. See if they can respond. This may be a shootout.
Yeah, this may be a shootout. Legacy has proven this year that they can score points, but they've also proven that they can allow points. 48.8 points per game allowed so far defensively this year. Something to keep in mind. We mentioned in the pregame, not very good in the passing game and very average in the run defense. So Legacy ready to kick this one off. And they're going to avoid the return man for Boswell. This will go out of bounds, though, so it'll be a penalty. So Boswell will start off at good field territory here on their opening possession of the game.
Bronco kickoff goes out of bounds.
We'll wait to see where the spot of the ball will be, as they'll move Boswell up a little bit. It looks like they'll mark them down at the 30.
First and 10 for the Pioneers.
It looked like that's where it went out.
Well, it looked like the far judge was overstanding on the 25 with the flag in his hand.
So the Pioneers will take over. Lassiter in the ball game at tailback with Juju Lords at the quarterback position. Legacy showing blitz. Fake handoff. Juju's going to throw the slant out to the left side. It's caught.
Yeah, that's Stevenson.
That's Porter Stevenson. And again, we talked about it pregame. A lot of teams throwing the football against Legacy. Pioneers haven't really been a passing team this year, but come out early and throwing the football.
So one thing that Coach Weaver said about Juju, said that he's done a really good job with his reads.
So here's a handoff to Lassiter, just following his blockers. He's going to get the first down out to the 41-yard line, and Lassiter's picking up where he left off last week.
Yeah, that offensive line doing a good job for the Pioneers here early.
Pioneers are going to go tempo here. They're going to have trips to the right, and we'll wait for the play call. Keep in mind, Jace Richardson is healthy and active and ready to go tonight. He just does not have the start at tailback. Here's a handoff to Lassiter, and Legacy was all over. They're going to allow only a yard, if that. So Pioneers, this is the big negative. They have 2 games of good film where they're just running all over teams. Legacy is just sniffing it out early. 2nd and 9 to go. Move Lassiter to the left. Showing blitz. Juju looks, throws to the left side. It's caught. And it's a good reception there.
Yeah, like Colton Corsi, kind of one of those quiet guys, doesn't see a lot of action, but we got a guy who has seen a lot of action come into the game, Richardson. But Corsi, he catches the football.
Yeah, Corsi's been a stud. Richardson in the game now. First time since the big hit against Crowley last week. Thankfully, he was not too harmed, and Legacy was all over that, though. It's going to be a loss, a big loss. Yeah, they knew that ball was going to Richardson, it seemed like.
Yeah, it just came through finishing through right there on the left side of the Pioneer offense. Didn't have where to go.
You do have to like that play call, though, Jim. It was 3rd and about short. It seemed like Boswell was kind of aiming for 4-down territory there about midfield, but since they lost so many yards, now they're going to have to punt it away.
Tell you what, these sticks being on this side are killing me.
Yeah, it's a little confusing, I'd say. Low snap here. Pioneers are able to get this punt away. As it is muffed, it looked like a little pitch play. I'm not sure what happened there. The Legacy's still able to make a good return of it. So Legacy had 2 punt returners back. It looked like he either muffed it or he meant to try to lateral it.
Here's the replay.
Yeah, here's the replay here. Yeah, so they had 2 returnmen. Oh, he meant to do that. He meant to throw that backwards as a lateral. So that's something. Keep your eye on. Special teams. Legacy's not really bad at it, and they're going to throw some things out there at Boswell to try to win this game.
Well, defense needs to buckle down and get a stop.
Yeah, Legacy's come out early with a great offensive possession, a great defensive possession to start. Jenkins back out. They'll hand it off this time. Pioneers sniffed it out, but he bounced around the left side. Got a good run there for Juwan Harrison.
Number 23, Courtney Richardson on the carry.
Courtney Richardson on the carry.
One of the things that Boswell did so well last week against Crowley was get the good penetration into the backfield. Haven't seen a whole lot of that so far.
Yeah, you can tell that those screen plays early kind of broke up what the Pioneers were wanting to do up front to start. 2nd and 4 now. Pioneers showing blitz, and they're going to be all over it, though. Broken tackle, but it will be a loss of yards. The Pioneers swarm Juwan Harrison Jr. Big stop.
Yeah, it looked like that might have been Nate Rosales in there for the Pioneers early. Was able to stop him, but
Here's the replay.
Yeah, here's the replay. Pioneers show blitz. I mean, it was a good blitz there, just a missed tackle. He just bounced out of it. And we'll take a quick timeout here.
That was actually Zishay.
It's Football Friday night. For the brand we stand, we fight. With the blue and gold, side by side, we bleed.
Sandy's Action Photography, capturing the moment.
If you're a fan of classic rock and tired of hearing the same old songs over and over, you need to tune in to the zoo.net. Thousands of songs in the library. Radio like it used to be. Radio as it should be. It's on the internet 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, and it's free. The best classic rock of all time. It's the zoo.net.
The internet's best classic rock. The Zoo.
So coming back out of the break here, Pioneers have a big 3rd down and 10 on defense. And Jim, last week, Boswell heading into the game against Crowley, they had struggled a bit on those 3rd and 8+ yard downs on defense. But they ended up playing pretty well against Crowley in it. What do you expect here on 3rd down offensively for Legacy, and what do you think Boswell's going to need to do here on this play?
I think Legacy throws it here.
Jenkins has shown early that he's willing to throw that little screen play. I'd watch out for a little bubble route here on that right side. Pioneers showing blitz. It's going to be a false start, though. So here's an early mistake, and I've noticed so far this season the Pioneer defensive front has caused a lot of mistakes with the pressure, with forcing false starts on opposing offensive lines. So it'll be a 3rd and 15 now, and now all of a sudden your play call may change, or it may still be a screen. Teams love to go screen play here on 3rd and 15. Jenkins rolling out to the right side, throws it. That one's going to be picked off. A loop ball in the air, picked off, and he's going to return it. Swung out of bounds, and Pioneers with the takeaway as it was intercepted by, we're trying to get a number. Maybe we can get a replay from Keith. Here's the replay. Jenkins has shown that this season he's struggled on the run, and they tried to go down the field, just threw a little goose egg to number 13, Lamar Isidore. And Isidore, he's down as a receiver on the roster. That was easy for him.
Nice.
So Boswell will have probably some of the best field position to start of a possession all season.
And that gives them a spark for sure.
And those were the inconsistencies, Jim, that I talked about in the pregame, that Jenkins, not as powerful and not as good of a thrower as a football as we've seen the last few weeks. So Boswell's going to go out in a 2-back set. The last play that we saw it wasn't really too good. It had a loss of about 4. Juju hands it. Oh, he'll keep it on the read option. Nothing but daylight. Juju is in. He leads in. Touchdown. The Pioneers are on the board here on atR.L. Anderson.
All right.
Jim, what did you see there? I'm going to replay from Keith. What did you see there on that touchdown run from Juju?
Yeah, so just makes a good read in that RPO, and man, there was nothing there to the left-hand side. The Broncos bit everything going to the right, and Juju just sneaks in for the Pioneer 6.
The Pioneers getting ready to kick the PAT here to tie this one up. And the PAT is middle, right down the middle. We're tied 7-7. And that's just the spark you needed, both defensively and offensively. And man, we got to talk a little bit about Juju Lords the last few weeks. I feel like he has really come alive.
Yeah, kind of the X factor. You know what you got with Richardson. You know what you got with Lassiter. But then you throw in Juju there. He can throw it and he can run. So you got to account for both things when he's back there.
He's the perfect guy for this offense. And
he scored that touchdown right at his big brother said, "Come on, little brother." Sure enough, his little brother scores for him.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, Juju, he's shown in the past, like last year, his first year on varsity, made a few mistakes, but this season, he's really turned around both in the passing game and between the years when you're talking about commanding an offense in the read option game.
Well, and he's also
junior
gotten
too, right?
Yeah, he's just a junior.
And he's gotten a lot of confidence over the past few games.
A lot of confidence, and man, we saw it last year, great raw skills. He's super fast, throws a great ball. We saw some great passes last week against Crowley. He picks up off where he left off the last few weeks with a good touchdown. Pioneers are going to kick this one away, and they're not afraid of the kick return as they'll boot it deep. As you can see, Legacy, good special teams, Jim. That's about a 25-yard return. That's by number 7, Nathan Wilson. And this may also be a 15-yard penalty against the Pioneers here for potentially a late hit out of bounds.
Yeah, John Morales getting there at the very end.
We'll see the indication from the official.
Here's the replay. It looked like, when you look at the replay, it looked like the Legacy player hit the Boswell player.
Oh, yeah.
So there it is.
Legacy.
Yeah, so it's a 15-yard penalty against Legacy. So a lot of mistakes so far early in this game for the Broncos, and now they start off at their own 15-yard line.
Yeah, it was when I was looking at the replay, it was about 5 yards ahead of where he went out of bounds.
So last possession, Legacy went away from throwing the pass a little bit in the screen game. They ran the football, didn't really do too hot. It led to a pick. Jenkins will hand it off this time around the left side, and Pioneers are all over it. He's going to get a gain of about 2.
Ooh, got a little bit extracurricular there.
Hey.
And you got to remember, when it gets scrappy on the field, Jim, that guy may throw the first punch first. You don't want to be the last guy to throw it because the last guy always gets called for a penalty.
Yep.
It doesn't look like there's a penalty on the field, though. Good for the officials to kind of let them get that out. Don't throw any ticky-tacky penalties. And if you're going to throw penalties, let it be offsetting.
And I do think that the Legacy player went at it a little bit long after the whistle.
So 2nd and 9. For Legacy, have not really thrown the football down the field well in this game. Jenkins back to pass, looking all the time in the world. He is going to throw it deep. Wide open, caught. It's a first down. That was just a great ball and catch by Kingston James. He just ran the corner out wide open.
Yeah, they went after Morales out there on the outside. Number 2. Just a good play by Legacy.
So it will be a first down for Legacy.
Here we go.
This may be how they have to win this football game against Boswell. Try to throw it all over them.
Thank you.
Both in the screen game and that route there. Here's a handoff to the left side. There's a good tailback, Juwan Harrison. And Harrison proving why he's their leading tailback in this game so far. He brings it out into Pioneer territory for a first down.
I gotta say, I kind of like their PA announcer. He's like trying to get them to do it. Like he's like, if they say Mansfield first down, you know.
Juwan Harrison Jr. came into this game with over 800 yards rushing through 6 games. He's their workhorse on the offense. Jenkins looks under pressure. Legacy falls on it though.
Wow.
A big time sack by Marquise. Was that Marquise Villarreal? Or was that no?
Here it is.
Uribe. Uribe is back.
Number 77.
We haven't seen Uribe in the last few weeks.
Here it is.
He's just coming from the nose tackle position.
By the Broncos, second down.
He did such a good job of wrapping up. He had no idea the ball came out.
Just textbook sack there. It'll bring up a 2nd and 20 now for Legacy. And these long yard downs, y'all watch out for the screen. They're going to go trips right on the right side. Jenkins low snap. It's a busted play, though. Hands it off to Juwan Harrison. Still able to make something out of nothing, though, as they'll get close to the original line of scrimmage.
23, Juwan Harrison.
It should be a gain of 10. So a busted play, sometimes that works out in your favor.
Yeah. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Stephanie listening to us from London again. But she's got to go to bed 'cause she's got to work in the morning.
So Jenkins in the gun with Harrison to his left. Depending on what happens on this play, Jim, this may be 4-down territory for the Broncos.
Play clock's down to 5.
Harrison moves to the right now. Jenkins rolling out to the right side. Looking, under pressure, throws this one out of bounds. Incomplete. Good pressure there by, that was Noah Carstens. His helmet did fly off, though, so he'll have to come out for a play, as that is the high school rules and college rules and NFL rules.
Yeah.
So it'll be a 4th and 10, and it looks like, Jim, that the Broncos are going to keep their offense out. So not in field goal range for them, but also kind of not in punting range either. Why not go for it? And they will. Jenkins, fake handoff to Harrison, looks, throws this one to the end zone. He's got a man wide open. And it's incomplete. Good coverage there from the Pioneers as they found the ball in the air.
Yeah, John Morales back there along with Jones.
You look at this, Kingston James had a step on John Morales. It was just a kind of an underthrown ball by
think
Jenkins.
Jones got in there at the last.
Yeah, he did. Armani Jones, he's really proven that he can both play running back and DB for the Pioneers. So Boswell with a big stop, and the offense will come back out. So here's it. Boswell's going to go a little stack formation, and we got a bird flying in our face here up in the booth.
Bird trying to get in.
And they'll hand it off to, no, Juju keeps on the read option, and he'll slide and get down. And we'll be close to the 1st down. Bring up a 2nd and 3. So, Jim, so far, they're really keying on Richardson and Lassiter, and Juju's making up for it.
And just a good job by Juju to have the wherewithal to pull that football, seeing the open hole.
2nd and 3. Juju looks like going to throw a screen now to Lassiter. Got blockers.
What a
Lassiter. He's going to be close to the stick. I think he's a yard short. So Pioneers coming out with a little tunnel screen of their own, something that we haven't seen much this season. And they'll actually give him the 1st down. Wow, that may have been a little generous. I don't know about that spot, but we'll take it up here in the booth. 1st and 10 for Boswell. As you can tell, the momentum since that first possession of this game kind of shifted a little bit. Juju throws the screen out of the Lassiter. Got blockers in front of him. And a good yard after the catch. He'll get it about maybe 2. And
just making that first guy miss, because that probably should have been for a loss.
And this has got to be the most we've seen Juju throw the ball in a quarter in the first quarter of this season. So Boswell will go 2 backs again with Lassiter in the backfield. Hands it off to Richardson. It may have been a bad read by Juju, but Richardson still up. Richardson gets back to the line of scrimmage somehow. And it will be a 3rd down. Oh, no, to the original line of scrimmage. So he lost 2, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 10. And and Legacy's just keying on the tailbacks for Boswell.
Yeah.
It looked like Juju should have kept that one up the middle there.
We're going to put Laster on a receiver.
Yeah, so 3rd and 10. Juju back to pass, under pressure, throws it down the middle. He looked like he was held up here, but I think the ball was just a little overthrown. If that ball was more on target, probably would have got a pass interference call. But with that ball being sailed, it's not going to be called. We'll get the replay, and you'll see what I mean if we saw it on our angle. Oh, no, we didn't see it. So right here. Oh, wow. So we have a late penalty flag. It was an offsides against Legacy. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 5. All right.
All right.
Quite a late penalty in there for an offsides.
Pioneers have some hope on this drive.
So we'll do 3rd down again. Juju with both his tailbacks, and it's going to be a false start. So we'll go back 5.
1 step forward, 2 step back.
And that's rare for the Pioneer offensive line. Not a lot of mistakes with penalties so far this season. So we'll go 3rd down again. The third down in a row. 34 seconds left in this first quarter. Legacy doing a good job of stopping the run. Richardson and Lassiter. Juju back to pass. Under pressure. Breaks out again. Juju. Gonna scramble. He's going to be short of the sticks, but was able to break away from a sack and get some positive yardage. I still think Boswell's going to punt this one away, though. A good effort from Juju Lords. And this may do it for the first quarter. They don't have to snap this punt.
It's a quick first quarter.
Yeah, I don't think they will, but they're bringing the team off of the field. So that'll do it for the first quarter of play. Boswell and Legacy tied at 7 here at R.L. Anderson Stadium. Pioneers will punt this one away to start the second quarter of play, as we'll actually stay here.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of
And this quarter is brought to you by All County Property Management.
Legacy Broncos 7.
Jim, tell us a little bit about All County.
Boswell 7.
Yeah, All County Property Management. If you have a property that you need to rent to someone,
Forget to make that stop at 6.
you don't want to mess with all that hassle. You don't want to mess with collecting the rent or the maintenance or the fees and the inspections. Go see Kim Miller and those folks at All County Property Management. They can get you taken care of and take the hassle out of being a landlord.
So we'll flip sides now, as Boswell will now go from left to right on your screen. We're ready to get this one underway. We saw in the last punt that Legacy has 2 return men. Another low snap from the Pioneers on special teams, and it's not a good punt. So some rare mistakes for the Pioneer special teams. Low snaps, not a good punt, and Legacy's going to have some good field position
Goes out of bounds at the
46-yard line. And that's probably just a little bit of jitters, Jim, probably from the block punts that we've seen from Legacy. And Pioneers have film on them, so they know everything that they can do on the special teams. Here's Jenkins back out with Jawan Harrison, who has just been a workhorse at running back for them. They'll send Thomas in motion. Low snap. It's muffed. Jenkins is going to keep it. Throws it away. Incomplete.
Caught by Coach Haskell? No, that's Trayvon Reeves.
Trayvon Reeves, former
Boswell
Pioneer. Played linebacker at Tulsa.
Good guy. I'm glad to see him back and part of this Boswell staff.
Yeah, he's awesome, man. And he played with an all-pro guard of the Cowboys at Tulsa in Tyler Smith. So he's a former teammate of Tyler Smith. 2nd and 10 for Legacy. Jenkins looking, was going to throw the quick pop, but it's not open. Jenkins is going to scramble and throw it away. It'll be incomplete. He just threw it into the turf and will settle for the next down. And Boswell's just all over the short game now, Jim.
Yeah, it looks like he wanted Maxwell for that, but Pioneers had pretty good coverage there. That I think he was afraid of him jumping the route.
Yeah, I think he just threw it in the turf, kind of threw that one away.
Yeah.
Boswell makes some personnel changes, and Legacy, they've had a few issues on 3rd and 10 and 3rd and long in this game, as can't really throw the football down the field well, and you don't ever really want to run the ball on 3rd and long, but you may have to. Juwan Harrison has been very, very good in this game. And they're going to throw the little screen play to Juwan Harrison and try to get the first down. He's close. He's going to be a yard short, but Jim, this may be 4-down territory here.
Oh, yeah.
They turn to 3rd and 10 in the 4th and 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they hand this ball off to Juwan to get the first down. He's been balling for them offensively in this game.
That was Isaiah Nash for the Pioneers.
So Jenkins is going to come off the field, so that means they're going to put Dondre Thomas likely.
Number 7.
No, it won't be Dondre. It's going to be Nathan Wilson. So he's the backup quarterback. This may be a wildcat formation type play, a design run. So 4th and 1 for Boswell. And it will be a design run. Wilson, he's going to get it. It looked like Boswell was going to have him marked short. But he gets the first down.
Yeah, that time it was Noah Clarkson's coming in. I got good penetration.
And that's another Bronco.
Yeah, it looked like
Just went for a first down.
it looked like he was going to be about 2 yards short of the sticks, but that last second effort was able to bust through the hole and keep the drive alive. So Juwan Harrison, he's been the guy so far for Legacy. Jenkins, low snap again. They're having some troubles tonight. Good tackle there to finish it up. That was Noah Carson.
Juwan Harrison Jr. on the carry.
Good job just stringing that play out.
And we're going to take a quick timeout on the field on Boswellsports.
It's Football Friday night. For the brand we stand, we fight. With the blue and gold, side by side, we bleed by. All for 7-3 Thursday, 5 down on Boat Club Road. There's a place folks gather and let their troubles unload. Ritz barbecue delights under a Texas sky, with brisket, sausage ribs, and chicken fried. Juicy burger stacking high, Ritz fries on my plate. Flavor so rich my mouth can't wait. Pay the man, he's got the magic touch. A bite of heaven, it's never too much. Oh, Ritz barbecue, make you move like a cow. Tasting Texas pride, no stopping.
Now we are.
We're back out of the break here on Boswellsports. A 2nd down and 8 coming up for Legacy. A handoff to Juwan Harrison, even with some good defensive pressure and tackling for Boswell, was still able to pick up 2 yards there. It's 2nd and 8 now. Jenkins in the gun. Good snap this time. Looks, it's going to be a design screen, and it's dropped.
Yeah.
It was intended for Hunter Maxwell, and had blockers out in front, but heard the footsteps coming. We'll bring him a 3rd down and 8. So, Jim, if you're Legacy here, 3rd down and 8, having some trouble now throwing the football, but Juwan Harrison's really running it. Are you thinking this ball's going to be going to him in some capacity here?
And I tell you what, the Pioneers have done a good job kind of headhunting those receivers, and I'd like to see them pick another one.
Number 23, Juwan Harrison, still in the game at tailback. Jenkins back to pass, under pressure, throws it around to the right side. It's dropped again. So that one was dropped by Kingston James, who's had himself a pretty good game, and he just flat out dropped it, incomplete.
Yeah, Maui Peters out there on the coverage just had those loud footsteps, and so it's 4th down.
Yeah, back-to-back drops for Legacy, and now the punting unit will come out, and all of a sudden, the things that were working for Legacy aren't really working, and I'm surprised that they've gone away from I mean, if I was them, Juwan Harrison hasn't been stopped. I'd keep running the football.
Well, they've got him in the backfield.
Well, and his one big run was around the outside, which has been kind of the soft spot for the Pioneers.
And then
Like Ola Aribe's checking in the center too.
yeah, they even had Harrison in the passing game on that little screenplay that went far as well. So this punt will be booted away, and Peyton is going to get away from it. Good bounce for the Pioneers, and they will take over. Looks like the 18.
Yep, going to put them on their own 18.
So Jim, Richardson and Lassiter have kind of been stopped and keyed pretty well for Legacy. How does the Pioneer offense and Coach Freeman and Coach Weaver, how are they going to be able to get those two kind of back into the mold and get going in this game?
You know, I think you've got to continue to try to get Lassiter out in space in the passing game and kind of loosen that up a little bit and get Jace going. Jace doesn't look the same as he did last week. He's not running as.
I think they're keying on him a little bit. Yeah, I mean, they're getting in the backfield pretty well, I'll say. Juju will keep it on the read option. This may be how they have to soften it up. Kind of that run game. Looks like you got about one.
And the others, I got to say, Legacy's doing a good job of getting penetration out there in the backfield.
That's something a lot of teams haven't been able to do. Even Crowley wasn't able to get into the backfield as well as Legacy has in this game, but that's kind of what happens when you have 2 games of film on your ledger. The honeymoon phase is over, as we'll say it. Be a 2nd and 8. Juju fake handoff, throws the right side. It's incomplete. Wow. It will be pass interference, so it looked like number 10 Lofton Barber tripped up the receiver for the Pioneers. Do we have a replay on that?
I think that's Barboza.
Yeah, that was Barboza. So it was number Barboza. 10. Yeah, so we'll see right here.
8 on 10.
So it was number 8. He trips him up right here, grabs him. That's going to get called every time. So it was a holding, not pass interference, but it will be an automatic first down for Boswell. They'll take over at the 30. First down. Juju looking. Going to throw the out to Lassiter. Got blockers out in front. And a good yard after the catch for Lassiter.
Got to get to the 40. He got to the 38.
Stop made by number 5, Carson Cox.
They'll bring up about 2nd and 3. And that just may be how they have to soften it up. And you just see, Jim, Boswell's not afraid to throw the ball tonight. Juju hands it off to Lassiter. And, ooh, man, Lassiter. He keeps going upfield. I think he gets that first down. Try to bounce it outside. And now he's going to be a yard short. So bring up a 3rd down and 1.
3rd down.
And these 3rd and short tonight has actually not been too hot for the Pioneer offense. So both tailbacks will come out.
We've got number 7, Juwan Johnson. Is that right? Is that number 7? Oh, never mind. Nathan Wilson.
So Juju. High snap. Hands it off to Richardson. Richardson, big hole. And Richardson, first big run of the night into Legacy territory at the 45, and it's a Pioneer first down.
Richardson on the first down carry.
Just like you drew it up, Jim, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got a glitch there, Keith, on the replay.
Bummer.
Yeah, I would like to have seen that one again.
Yeah, me too. 1st and 10. Richardson will stay in at tailback next to Juju. Juju keeps it on the read option again. Receivers blocking well. And this is going to be coming back, though. Looks like the hold
on the outside.
I would love to see this, though, Keith. This is a good opportunity. Let's see who this is. Yeah, these receivers and skills guys downfield typically get called for holding a lot. We'll see it. Ooh, I don't know if that's on Lassiter.
First down.
Was that on
Lassiter was engaged the whole time. It may have been on Rhodes. Because I had my eyes on Lassiter, and it was a good block from Lassiter. So it'll be 1st down and 15. Boswell will go trips to the right. Lassiter remains in the game at slot. Have you yet to see any Peyton Rhodes so far?
I was fixing to say, I'd love to see Rhodes over the middle.
Juju looks. There it is. Oh, low pass, but it looks like no, it's incomplete. So it was just a low ball for Peyton Rhodes. He was wide open. Look at Keith up here pulling a little Tony Romo.
Sometimes the magic works.
Man, that would have been first down and more if that pass was on target and just a low ball from Juju. We haven't seen many of those the last few weeks, especially on those passes across the middle. 2nd and 15. Juju back to pass. He's under pressure. It's going to be a screen. Lassiter, he's got blockers out in front. He's slung down. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. So good yard after the catch for Lassiter going on the screen. And Jim, you're in the spot of the field now where it's 3rd and 8. May run the football and turn this into 4-down territory. What do you think?
3rd down.
Well, I mean, Juju's been pretty well on in the passing game.
They'll stack the receivers over on your side of the screen. 3 of them. Barboza, Rhodes, Horsey. 3rd down and 8. Juju back to pass. Looking under pressure, scrambling, throwing, wide open, caught! That's Peyton Rhodes! Inside the 20-yard line, the Reds barbecue red zone. And how about Juju Lords on that play, Jim?
Yeah,
Let's pull up the replay, Keith. I mean, that was beautiful pocket presence from Juju Lords.
Almost looked like a basketball
Look at
player.
this pocket presence here from Juju.
Watch him. He's going to jump. Just a jump shot, 3-pointer, goes in the basket of Peyton Rhodes, and 1st down Pioneers.
So Juju throws, low ball. It looked like it was caught.
Oh, wow.
Incomplete.
Oh, I saw
I don't know.
that one.
Let's see the replay again, Keith. We're just using you tonight. Replay.
Senior captain.
Oh, yeah, keep it on there. Keep it on there. It's going to show the, yeah, keep it there. Keep it there. Oh, yeah, I think it hit the turf.
Yep.
I think it barely hit the turf. Yeah, that ball looked like it was also tipped at the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10 now.
Uh-oh, Boswell just scored. Oh.
Oh, sorry. The NSF has made its way from Saginaw. Juju back to pass. Gonna throw the ball to the end zone. He's held. That's a flag. No run. There's a penalty finally. I was about to say he was all over Barboza in the corner of the end zone.
I've got to explain to our audience what's going on with the cameras. We got 4 windows. Go ahead there, Peyton.
Oh, yeah, we're not going to see it.
So there's 4 windows in here, and they're about 2 feet wide, and they have bars in between them. And so we're having to sneak our cameras in between each bar.
So they call holding or pass interference?
So it's going to be pass interference against Legacy, and this will bring them way up to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal now for Boswell. 4-down territory all the rest of the way. And Jim, you're seeing it. Boswell's not afraid to throw the football tonight against a pretty mediocre secondary for Legacy. Hands it off, Lassiter up the middle, spin move, touchdown! And Boswell has their first lead of the night on a Chance Lassiter touchdown. And look at him. The big fella, Chance Lassiter. So how about that drive, Jim?
Yeah, nice job. Got a little help out with the penalties, but overall, again, you can feel that energy from the Boswell Pioneers. As if they can get another score, get up 2 scores, I think they take command of this game.
The PAT is good, and now all of a sudden, Legacy, you hate to say it's like must score here, but in the second quarter, with it being the second quarter in this game, I mean, I don't know. It's a big drive for them.
Legacy Broncos 7.
Thank you, Peyton, for catching that on me.
That's what I'm here for.
Appreciate it.
Peyton's having a good time.
So 6:35 to go in this game, and it's kind of Jim, last week we had this kind of same scenario where Boswell had the lead late in the first half against Crowley, Crowley got a touchdown, tied that game up. Or actually, no, it was tied. Crowley got a touchdown before the end of the half, went up by 7. And then got a touchdown at the end of at the beginning of the second half. And we got a score update. Let's
Guys, Mansfield Lake Ridge is up 10-0 over North Crowley with
Whoa!
6 minutes in the first quarter.
Upset alert over in Mansfield. If Lake Ridge can pull off that game against North Crowley, all of a sudden, guys.
Mansfield Tigers are up 7-0 over Crowley.
Let's go, Mansfield. Boswell needs a Mansfield Tigers win tonight against Crowley to move Crowley to 1-2 on the season in district play, and Boswell will kick this one away. It'll fall at the 10-yard line, picked up at the 6. And it's just another good return again, Jim, by Lofton Barber, but a good tackle by the Pioneers hands team. That is where Legacy will take over.
To the 20
There you can see the bars.
So it's just some other scores around the district, or around the area now. We've got Decatur up 35-0 over Diamond Hill Jarvis. We've got Denton Geyer up 9-7 over Hebron. Southlake is up 21-0 over Eaton. Keller is up 20-16 over Byron Nelson.
Jenkins looking. He's through the screen again and still was able to get the completion. That was dangerous, Jim.
That was crazy because who was that? 23 from Boswell.
Yeah, Armani Jones. Yeah, he sniffed.
He was there.
He sniffed the route
for it.
Yeah, look at Jones here on this play. Oh, it wasn't Jones. It was actually
Morales.
It was John Morales. Yeah, John Morales saw the bubble screen coming. But it didn't matter. I can't believe Jenkins threw that football.
Well, he pumped it. Morales falls down, and then he's able to complete the pass.
Yeah, it's the 2nd and 7 now. We'll send Thomas in motion. Jenkins hands it to Juwan Harrison. And he's just continuing to run the football hard. That's got to be their guy the rest of this game, I think.
Number 23, Juwan Harrison Jr. on the carry. Stop made by.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they haven't gone to him more.
Pioneers have had troubles with him all night long. He's had the football in his hands. It'll be a first down for Legacy. We're going to control the clock a little bit. 5:15 to go. And they're going to take their sweet time. They do not want Boswell to get another possession before the end of the half. I remind you, Legacy gets the ball to start.
No,
Boswell gets the ball to start the second half. That's why Legacy doesn't want them to get it. Here's a pass that's completed. Another corner route. That's DeAndre Thomas.
Man, they're going at Morales. They're going at him all night.
You're not afraid to, and well, we keep saying it. They got a good game there, but I'm just shocked that they're not going with Juwan Harrison as much as they are. There it is to Harrison, and Boswell's all over it, though. Maybe that's why.
Number 23.
Bring him third down.
The Orla run right there in the middle. Stuff in the hole.
So now third down coming up.
Number 90, James Washington, third down.
Oh, Washington there for the Pioneers. Hadn't heard a whole lot from him since the Roswell game. Good to see him back in there at defensive end.
3rd down and 1. With Legacy. They're taking their sweet time. They do not want Boswell to get the ball back. Jenkins hands it to Harrison. He's got it. That's a first down. Pioneers, good penetration. But that push by the front of Legacy was still able to get them the first down.
I'm about to go make my way down there here in a few minutes.
Legacy Broncos.
So it's a first down for Legacy. The clock will continue to wind here.
He's going to try to go down and get a interview with Coach Weaver before they go into the locker room. We'll see how that works.
First down from the 46 of Legacy. Hands it off to Harrison.
Yeah,
good tackle there. That was Caden Price on the tackle for Boswell.
Juwan Harrison Jr. on the carry.
Only got about 2, but his bad runs are for 2 yards.
Number 35.
Shows you how hard he's running tonight.
Second down.
And they're going to credit Rosales for that tackle.
Clock will continue to wind as we mentioned it. Boswell gets the ball in the second half. They do not want Boswell to get the ball back up a score and potentially go 2 scores and then get the ball back at halftime. They potentially go 3 scores. And it looks like the Pioneers, no, Legacy will call a timeout. They'll take a timeout here with 2:43 to go here in the first half. And Pioneers have all 3 timeouts as well, along with the 2-minute timeouts. So still a lot of game clock here in the first half of play. And defensively, they just want to get off the field here in the next few plays and try to give themselves a shot, at least maybe a field goal.
Yeah, they could get the ball back with, minute 50 left.
Yeah.
And maybe get down the field and put another score on it. That sets them up pretty for the second half.
And this may be something, Jim, if Boswell's able to get, if they're able to not allow any yards here on this down, but the clock's running, say it's a run and it's for no gain, I wouldn't be shocked if Coach Weaver calls a timeout here to try to conserve some clock and set up the third down. As you would then have 2 timeouts along with that 2-minute timeout, so you basically have 3 timeouts. So 2nd and 8 from the 48. Jenkins, fake handoff, looking under pressure. He throws it, incomplete.
Yes.
The clock will stop as well with 2:36 to go here in the first half, and 3rd down and 8 coming up.
So Dave Campbell's had an error on that North Crowley game. North Crowley's winning 21-10.
Oh, okay, here we go.
That's
good job that time of applying the pressure from the outside by Maury Peters. And I think that really just disrupted everything on that play.
So 3rd and 8 for Legacy. This is a big play for them here in this first half. You don't want this game to get out of hand by any means. Giving the ball back to the Pioneers could do that. Jenkins in the gun with Harrison to his left. Jenkins rolling out to the left side, looking downfield, throws it on the run, incomplete. Good coverage there by Lamar Isidore. What a game so far for him.
Yeah.
And the clock will stop yet again. 4th down coming up.
Yeah.
Also getting the ball back.
Isidore already has a pick in the first quarter.
He's had himself a great game. And we've noticed that the last few weeks, Jim, we've had John Morales, Armani Jones. They've all had some breakout games and good performances. Now we're seeing Lamar Isidore. He's stepping up, having himself a night. So now Boswell's going to get the ball back with essentially 4 timeouts and a little over 2 minutes to go in this game, in the first half, excuse me. And Peyton Rhodes will signal the fair catch, and Boswell will take over at the 22-yard line. And Jim, this is a great spot if you're Boswell here right before the end of the half.
Hey, even if you come away with 3.
A field goal going up by 10 with getting the ball to start the second half would be massive for the Pioneers, especially on the road at Legacy. So we got 1st down and 10. The Pioneers. Juju low snap, fake handoff, under pressure. Juju's gonna run it, open field ahead. Juju moves down the sideline in the Legacy territory. It's the 1st down and 9. And this one may be coming back though, Jim. It's gonna be a hold.
Oh. You take a busted play.
Face mask. Oh, it's the face mask against Legacy.
Oh, nice.
The will stand.
Very nice.
And the Pioneers will now be in Legacy territory, deep in their territory, actually, Jim, because this will be tacked on after the run. So 15 yards onto the run with 2:17 to go, 3 timeouts, technically 4 timeouts. And the Pioneer faithful are kind of getting juiced over here. Ball in the 30. A touchdown here before the end of the half would be massive. Juju back to pass. Looking, throws across the middle. Payne Rhodes! Caught by Payne Rhodes! Breaks the tackle inside the Reds barbecue red zone. Forward progress marks him down at the 18. And my goodness, what a ball by Juju Lords again. Can we see the replay, Keith?
Not only that, what about that catch?
What a great grab. We got the replay here. That's a dangerous ball to throw. And there was a linebacker just sitting right there.
But that's where Peyton Rhodes is most dangerous, in traffic, across the middle.
Okay, guys.
I've seen him catch more that way.
And he's going to head down for the 2-minute timeout to go catch Coach Weaver for a little interview. As we got the 2-minute timeout here.
Gentlemen, that is the 2-minute timeout sponsored by Harris Methodist Hospital. And special thanks to Harris Methodist.
All right, so yeah, we have a
coin flip and
we're using a phone for a hotspot tonight. So if there is some issues in the stream, we apologize. We unfortunately can't use the Wi-Fi here at Mansfield ISD.
Yeah,
so.
Mansfield actually got hacked.
Yeah.
And for ransomware a couple of years ago. So they are extremely secure with their internet,
yeah,
which means they don't let us use it.
No, they don't. They don't want us to use it at all. All right, Jim, so 2 minutes left in this first half. 3 timeouts. As I'll take over the camera in some capacity if I can. Juju looking. Gonna throw the ball in the end zone, incomplete. That was intended for, that looked like Peyton Rhodes. I'll bring up a second down to 10. So, Jim, I was going to tell you, so we're sitting at 1:56 left here in the first half. Does the Pioneers just continue what they're doing, or should they try to milk some clock?
You know, I don't know. I think they get the score.
That's what I'm thinking as well. 2-back set, 2nd and 10. Hand off to Richardson. Legacy blew it up, though.
Yeah, nowhere to go.
So they blew it up. The clock will continue to roll, and this is around field goal range for the Pioneers. Their range is about a 40-yard field goal. We don't have much wind tonight, so this would be in their territory. But you would want a few extra yards here to at least make it easier for you. 3rd and 15. A field goal would not be bad for the Pioneers, because they're just milking as much clock as they can. We'll switch cameras here. About 1:11 now on the game clock. Juju back to pass, looking, scrambling, rolling. Thought about throwing it under pressure, scrambles out again. Juju's making something out of nothing. Juju Lords have a game of fun. Smith again. The ball did not come up, but what a run by Juju Lords.
Oh, he picked up the first.
No, he got past the original line of scrimmage. The field goal unit will likely come out. That was unbelievable, Jim. Just unbelievable. And the Boswell Pioneers, I think they're going to milk off as much clock as they can. They call a timeout. And they'll settle for a field goal to go up by 10 before the end of the half. And we're sitting down now at 15, 14, and Coach Weaver will call a timeout with 13 seconds on the game clock in the first half. And Jimmy, you got to love this possession, even if it doesn't result in a touchdown, if you're able to get a field goal out of it. I mean, that run, Jim, my word, just unbelievable. Juju Lords, he's having himself an unbelievable game, unbelievable last few weeks. Pioneers getting ready to kick a field goal to go up by 2 possessions here. It'll be Isaiah Nash out to kick this field goal.
Wow, so Ben Perez.
Yeah, Ben Perez
who's been their kicker.
Yeah, he's no longer kicking field goals here at the spot. And it looks like the Pioneers will kick this field goal at around, the ball will likely be placed at the 16. No, they'll give them the 17. So about a 27-yard field goal. for Isaiah Nash. Ball's down, kick is up, and it is good. The Pioneers take a 17-7 lead here towards the end of the first half. And Jim, you gotta love that. Gotta love getting points there right before the end of the half to go up by 2 scores.
Oh, I have a whole new respect for Keith.
Yeah, so Jim is up here actually manning the clock now. I am running the camera and doing the play-by-play. So we're not a big staff up here at Boswell Sports, but we try to get it done any way we can. We hope you guys are enjoying it tonight. As your Pioneers lead 17-7, and we'll get the ball back at the start of the second half.
Yeah, that was big. That was big to tack on at least 3.
Yeah.
And make this a 10-point ball game, and you get the ball back now. It comes down to what do they do with it on that first possession in the third quarter. And it may be a deal where they end up putting the nail in the coffin if they are able to score.
Yeah, a touchdown in the second half would be massive for Boswell. They go up by 17. Really would change the dynamic. And Boswell will squib it. Ball's down!
Pioneers got it.
The Pioneers fell on the ball, and I'm sure the bar was right in the way, so we missed it. So I'll give a little bit of a rundown. Sorry, guys, we're going to go full radio here. Pioneers kicked a squib kick. It wasn't an onside. It hit the ankles of Legacy, and now Jim, 7 seconds left.
The ball back.
7 seconds left.
This is enough
do you throw the ball in the end zone? I mean,
yeah.
Why not?
That's enough to take a shot. Just got to make sure you don't get a pick 6.
Yeah, no pick 6, no strip sacks. And shoot, I mean, Jim, 7 seconds, they have timeouts. They could even run a little out and get out of bounds or call a timeout and get down and then run another play. Juju back to pass under pressure. Is going to throw the screen to Lassiter. Lassiter's got blockers. Clock's winding down. He's not going to get down in time, though. That'll do it.
Still on his feet,
for the first
though.
time. He's still on his feet, swung out of bounds. As it was getting a little chippy out there at the on the sideline, but that'll do it for the first half of play here, where the Pioneers lead Legacy 17-7. And we have a penalty on the field.
We do have a flag.
This may
be roughing the passer.
Yeah, I think it's going to be roughing the passer, as we saw Juju Lord just on the ground. It looked like he was targeted in some capacity. So it was roughing the passer. So the Pioneers will get another shot here for the end zone, but Juju will have to come out with the helmet coming off.
Roughing the passer. I would set up Boswell first down at the 27-yard line.
So now at the 27, Jim, you could throw this again towards the end zone. So now Tyler Reyes in the game at quarterback. You could throw this in the end zone, then all of a sudden.
Yeah, no time on the clock.
Yeah, no time on the clock. This will be a free play. And they may just kneel it. Maybe. They're going to go a little diamond package with Reyes.
Yeah, I bet they kneel it. No
fake handoff. Reyes looking, throws this one to the end zone for Rhodes. It is intercepted.
He's going to
bring it out. Pioneers going to need some tackle. Got to bring him down. Good move there. Oh, no. What a return. And Lassiter slings him down. Lassiter showed some intensity right there.
Flags on the field.
And there's flags again. This may be a blindside block, so this will likely do it, I think, for the first half. This is my word, Jim. This is a little chaotic towards the end of the first half.
Crazy finish to the first half.
Yeah, so
that was against Legacy.
Yeah, but it's going to be declined.
Yeah,
that'll do it. The first half of play. My word.
The first half.
Wow. As, your Pioneers, after an eventful last 7 seconds of this first half, lead 17-7. over Legacy. Stay tuned for the halftime show. We're going to show the bands of both teams, and stick with us here on Boswell Sports.
Yeah, this halftime show brought to you by the fine folks at Lone Star Insurance.
Which is Mansfield IT about the best this school year. That's right. Quick Roofing, your happy sponsor. Stick around, we have some great bands and great performances and halftime packages.
That's from the StreamYard, I believe.
There we go. Now it's cleared off. All right, we are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the band, the Gold, Pure Gold, and then the Legacy band and drill team here for your viewing pleasure. We will step away from the mic, and then after that, we'll dive into the first half and have the second half kickoff. Stay with us here on Boswell Sports.
It's Football Friday night. For the brand we stand, we fight. With the blue and gold, side by side, we bleed by. Pioneer sports, extra tales of great Boswell's never rock and roll. Pioneer sports, extra tales of great Boswellsports, never gonna quit. Coach Weaver's roar echoes in our soul, chasing glory, now we're rock and roll. Pioneer sports, extra tales of great Boswellsports, never gonna quit. Coach Weaver's roar echoes in our soul, chasing glory, now we're rock and roll.
Thinking about saving money on insurance? Think no more. The answer is Lone Star Insurers, a Paul Jacobs agency. We have just the right coverage for you. Auto, home, health, life, recreational vehicles, and more. See how we can save you money on your monthly premiums with these products. All State Progressive, MetLife, Mercury, and Unitrin. Call today for a free quote. Lone Star Insurers is locally owned. Find them at 8101 Boat Club Road 325, Fort Worth, Texas 76179, or call them at 817-236-2886.
Click, flash, the moment's gone, but with Sandy it still lives on. Jan Friday nights and birthday cake, grocery weddings full of love we make. The senior smiles, friends so true, every shot is just for you. It's only you, just live it, she'll come through, capturing the moment so you don't have to. Sandy's Sandy's action photography, memories in Sandy's action photography, memories in motion. Click, flash, the moment's gone, but with Sandy it still lives on. Jan Friday nights and birthday cake.
Sandy's Action Photography is there to capture the moments you find dear. She is there to make sure you never miss those important moments that will last a lifetime. From the field to chapel, let her do the work for you. Sandy's Action Photography has been a pioneer favorite for 20 years. Contact us for your special event at saj872@yahoo.com or call us at 817-253-9510 today.
Sandy's action photography, memories in motion.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Pure Gold.
They basically went around the front. It was unbelievable. I love the fruit. It's freaking sweet.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Boswell High School Band of Gold. The Band of Gold is under the direction of Mr. Joshua Stover with assistance from Mr. Stuart Spoon, Mr. Dylan Teal, Mr. Tyler Orbison, and Mr. Marvin Alexander. The performance success of the Band of Gold is driven by its middle school leaders and their directors, Dr. Ben Schaefer and Mrs. Taylor Ely from Wayside Middle School, and Mr. Scott McLean and Mrs. Clarissa Hamilton from Creekview Middle School. The Band of Gold Students of the Week are Taylor Clucker, Aiden Bravato, Lila Sanders, and Brian Ashley. Section of the Week is the Clubas. The Boswell Band Golden Apple, recognizing a Boswell staff member each week, goes to Assistant Principal Mrs. Randall. Tonight, the Band of Gold will be performing their 2025 contest show, Someplace Somewhere. Drum majors are Miranda Cuellar, Ian Delgado, Daniel Navarrete, and Tommy Brazzarowan. Drum majors, is the band ready? You may now take the field for your performance of Someplace Somewhere.
Just go.
We're going. All right, thanks, Coach, for stopping in, having a minute with us. What do you like? What do you like that you're seeing so far in the first half with the Pioneers?
Yeah, we're competing really hard, and we're getting after it pretty good physically. I feel like we had a hiccup on that first series of the game defensively, but then we've held them in check since then, and the offense has kind of woken up here at the end. We got to control our emotions because it's kind of getting heated out there.
It is definitely getting heated. I can hear them coming off the field.
Yeah.
What adjustments do you think you're going to make for the second half, if any?
We'll see what we got working, what plays are going best, and then we'll see what we want to throw at them that we hadn't thrown at them yet.
All right, perfect. Good. Thanks for visiting.
Yeah.
All right, now as Coach Weaver go over some scores real quick before I head back up to the. Right now we've got Mansfield. Well, that was still from before, but let's see, what do we got going on here? So at the end of the first quarter, Mansfield 7, Crowley nothing. North Crowley still up 21-10. Altum is at 35-13. Of course, here at atR.L Anderson Stadium, it's 13-0 over who they're playing. Gentlemen, I'm throwing it back up to you guys. We'll see you here in just a minute.
Let's give it up one more time for the Boswell High School Band of Gold. The Band of Gold would like to thank our band sponsors for their support this season. Todd Plumbing, Dr. Church and Associates Pediatric Ministry, Raising Kings, Ricky's Barbecue, and Red Tech. Best of luck to the Legacy Band in their season ahead.
Actually, you know what? There is an app. But yeah, it's something it means target is follow the link.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Legacy Broncos Band and Boswellsports Trophy.
How far is this to every everybody's like a
Congratulations to our Carolina Student Hall of Fame members. All the alternate, Emma Bodine, Miles Castillo, Kayla Eva, Carson Newman, Zoe Garcia, Trinity Hall, Nye Johnson, Japan Madison, Emma Reed, Portland Reed, and Avery Ross. The Silver Spurs are led onto the field by their officers, Junior Lieutenant Hickman Kaufman, Junior Lieutenant Trinity Hall, Senior Lieutenant Robbie Aldridge, Senior Lieutenant Franklin Colder, First Lieutenant Emma Bodine, and the captain of the Silver Spurs, Sheila Ingram. The social officers are President Victoria Curley, Vice President Julia Suarez, Public Relations Isabella Aglas, Spirit Chair Emily Andrade, and the Co-Spirit Chair Ann Thompson. Silver Spurs Performers of the Week are Tyler McCoy and Avery Ross. Congratulations to our Silver Spur Teacher of the Week, Mr. Chess. Now, please enjoy a Silver Spurs perform our streamers who tune to Love Drop.
Silver Spurs. The Silver Spurs excel under the direction of Alexandria Thomas and Alyssa Strutt. Please welcome your Legacy Broncos marching band. Tonight, the Bronco Band will be performing a portion of their 2025 contest production. Star-dusted skies, where jagged peaks scrape the heavens, a new season is unveiled. As the last light fades, a whisper of dream begins to dance, growing into a breathtaking, shimmering aurora. Tonight, follow the journey of light and color, from the tranquil majesty of the mountains to the electrifying ethereal spectacle of the Northern Lights. It is a celebration of nature's most stunning masterpieces, painted in light and sound in our 2025 production, Borealis. Now, under the field supervision of drum majors Piper Lipscomb, Olivia Luck, and Reed Pickering, Legacy High School proudly presents the Legacy Bronco Marching Band.
I think this is I got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Legacy Bronco Marching Band. The directors of the Legacy Bronco Band are Peyton Lee, Wade Russell, Ronaldo Miranda, and Emily McAllister. Staff of the Bronco Band include Aaron Capers, Chloe Wells, and Hayden Young. Wind arrangements for tonight's production are made by Evan Van Doren. Production arrangements by Ivan Mendoza and Ethan Height. Drill design by Ivan De La Cruz. The Legacy Band would like to thank our phenomenal sponsors from A Greener Tomorrow, Core Rejuvenation Wellness and Med Spa, Nab Sisters Self-Storage, and Mansfield Vision Centers. Thank you for supporting these incredible students. The band would also like to thank the MISD Fine Arts team, Dr. Darward Johnson, Dr. Chuck Rowe, Brooke Marlin, Sheila Bell, and Lenora Mintz, along with all of our band families. On behalf of our principal, Dr. Stephanie Bonneau, Bronco Nation, and the entire Bronco Band organization, this is Matt Jose. Thank you for your hospitality and support. The Legacy Band would like to wish the Boswell High School Band a great marching season. Go Broncos!
Can we give up on the other camera?
We did, yeah. That'll be next week's or 2 weeks problem. All right, guys, we're back for the second half of play between your Boswell Pioneers and Mansfield Legacy. Jim, into the first half was quite chaotic. A lot of craziness went down, a lot of penalties. Pioneers were able to get a field goal to go up by 2 possessions. And how big is it, man? They're getting the ball back as well to start the second half of play.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, Peyton, but I think, well, no, outside of the Saginaw game, this is the first time the Pioneers have taken a lead into the second half.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the last time the Pioneers had a lead into the second half, we remember, unfortunately, it was the loss to Saginaw. Hoping they do not replicate that here in the second half. Legacy down by 10 here in the third quarter. You never know in this spot in the game. That, I mean, they could come out with an onside kick.
They're taking a long time getting that dragon down.
Yep, trying to clear the field of the big inflated.
No, it's a Bronco, not a dragon. My goodness.
Yeah, it looks like a dragon. You can see it there on the right-hand side of your screen.
So long, Bronco.
They're having a hard time learning how to tame that thing. There's a movie about that.
Our halftime sponsor, Quick Roofing. Need a roof? Need it quick? All Quick Roofing.
All right, so after the deflation delay, we're ready to go.
I love it. Deflation delay. Is that like deflation economics?
Something like that, Keith.
Gotcha.
Boswell should be looking out for the onside here from Legacy. And it won't be one. They're going to just kick it away. Lassiter will let it bounce out in front of him. Actually, that's not Lassiter. That's actually, that looked like a Lamar Isidore on the return. A good return.
13, yeah.
Yeah, out to the 23. So that is where the Pioneer offense will take over here for the first time in the second half. Things got a little bit chippy.
Well, it's been
towards the end of
chippy
the
all
first half.
game.
Yeah.
Got a little worse there at the end, as I think Legacy's seeing a little bit of frustration.
It's good to see Juju. Juju also back in the game after getting hit on that roughing the passer at the end of the first half. Was a little banged up, but back in there ready to go for the first half. Or second half, excuse me. He'll keep it on the read option. How about it? Quarterback keeper, Juju Lord, juke move, and he's, man, leveled. But it'll be a first down and some change out to the 41-yard line. Juju Lord's keeping it up.
Yeah, I like that little juke move that he put on there while he was still in the backfield. Froze that defender for just a moment.
There it is.
Here's the replay from it.
No, this is the current play.
No, that's it. Yeah, you got it on there. Yeah, he got leveled right here at the end. Boom, big hit. And here's a handoff to Lassiter. Looked like the same play, but they just handed it off to him. It'll be a loss of 1.
Lassiter on the carry.
Bring up a second down. So Jace Richardson will check back in now as Chance Lassiter had his ball cap taken off. And in football, if you get your ball cap taken off, you got to sit out of play. So Lassiter will get some much needed water. He doesn't usually have breaks on offensive possessions. Juju hands it off to Richardson. Richardson breaking tackles. Richardson first down and more. And his runs tonight hasn't had many, but they've gone for a lot. First down out to the 39-yard line and keeping up where he's left off.
This looked a little bit like Legacy's first possession.
Here's the replay. Again, they had a little sniffer to help out the block. That's a little bit different for the Pioneers. We'll get back onto the field. Sniffer's still out there. Hand off to Richardson. Richardson almost got out of that hole, but again, another nice gain.
So the one thing that I like seeing on this particular drive, I thought they didn't do a whole lot of it in the first half, and probably because Legacy has seen a lot of film, but they're running behind Meeson.
Yeah. You also notice, Jim, look what they have out there now. Look at number 30. It's a sniffer.
Yeah,
we have not seen the sniffer package out here, but it looks like they're going to use it as an extra blocker out here tonight. Here in the second half. Here's a handoff. No, Juju keeps it. Looked like it was a bad exchange.
Yep.
And Ford Crowguess will mark him down right at the line of scrimmage.
This sniffer might be what Weaver was talking about in my interview with him about some of the things about what he could have adjusted in the game. And throwing stuff out there that I haven't seen this year.
Yeah, he talked about this week in the coaches show about working on little wrinkles, and this may be one of those wrinkles he was talking about.
So the sniffer comes out 3rd and 7. Could be 4-down territory for Boswell. Juju back to pass under pressure. These tackles are getting beat. Throws on the run. Oh, almost had him. It was intended for Peyton Rhodes, but it's incomplete. So now it's 4th down and 7.
Real quick, while we've got some halftime scores. Mansfield Tigers 7, Crowley nothing. North Crowley 41, Lake Ridge 10.
Wow. Look at this. Boswell is actually going to bring out the punting unit at this side of the field on the 36-yard line. Don't usually see this much. But you got to imagine if they would have picked up at least 3 or 4 yards, they would have went for it. But they're actually going to punt it away here.
Watch the fake. Watch the fake.
And you never know. And the punt is away. And they're just playing the field position game. It'll go down at the 10. So now they got to go 90 yards. And this game, you saw at the end of that play, again, getting a little chippy. Guys are playing through the whistle, even past it.
Well, kind of like what I told you guys when I came back. When I interviewed Coach Weaver down there where the Broncos student section is, and man, there was some
kind of
grittiness going on between the players and the fans.
Getting chippy both on and off the field here. atR.L Anderson. Legacy will take over now, down by 10. Possessions are running thin. Fake handoff. Jenkins going to throw a little out route now. That was on the same guy that it was faked to, and that should have been Harrison. And
pass completion number 3.
No, actually it was Thomas. So DeAndre Thomas.
All right, Bronco fans, let me hear you.
He's the guy that can kind of play everywhere for this Legacy offense as he gets the first down. It's a similar start to how Legacy started that first drive of the game. Jenkins hands it off to Harrison. Had a good hole, and it's a good carry, bringing a load of Pioneers. About 9 yards there to the 30.
Yeah, that time Nate Rosales.
Harrison Jr. on the ball carry.
And there to slow him down.
And maybe the Legacy coaches Jim will finally start handing the ball off to Harrison as they go to him there. I've just been stunned that they haven't really led this whole offense through him. 2nd and 1 for the Broncos. Jenkins, fake handoff, throws it quick again. There's DeAndre Thomas. Missed tackle again for the Pioneers into the first down. Ball's out! Ball's out! Pioneers may have been out of bounds. That ball may have went out of bounds before the Pioneers could have even fall on it.
Yep,
the officials are discussing, though.
Pioneers had it for a second.
And it looks like, so since it went out of bounds, the ball was fumbled forward. Let's see the replay. So 35 for the Pioneers just missed it. That was Nathan Rosales, so that he fell on it, but it slipped out and then it went out of bounds. So it goes down as a first down for Legacy. And as you see here, Jim, they're playing that quick game again like we saw in that first possession of the football game. 1st and 10 for Jenkins. Hand off to Harrison. Lead blockers out in front. And it's a first down and more, and that's what they're doing. Jawan Harrison had himself a great first half. Looks like they're leading through him, Jim.
Yeah, I mean, that's what worked for him in the first half, and so you got to keep riding that pony until it gets stopped.
And we got to remember, Khalil Sinago, the number 71 for Legacy, 6'4", 300 pounds. He's committed to Arizona. And they're just running right behind him here to start this second half. And why not? Look at him on the offensive line. He's the biggest guy out there. Fake handoff. Jenkins looking. Jenkins going to throw this one deep. Receiver just fell down.
Yeah, that wasn't going to be caught anyway.
Yeah, it's incomplete. Even if it would have been pass interference, I don't think that one would have ever been called.
No, there was no way he was catching that.
So Jenkins continuing to show a little bit of an inconsistency when throwing it past the sticks. He's only been efficient in the short game tonight. But we knew that coming in. He was a guy that only 54% completion percentage. Their offense is mainly led through Juwan Harrison, and that's why it's surprising tonight that he hasn't gotten more carries. Here's a handoff to Harrison, but the Pioneers are all over it, though. It's a gain of about 1. So now it's that.
Good job that time by Ola, number 77 on rebate.
The
spot of the field now, Jim, where, they're down 10, 3rd and 9. They're probably going for it the rest of this football game now. We're sitting at 7:36 to go in the third quarter. The Pioneers usually take off a lot of clock. They're in the spot of the field where you can kind of risk it. 3rd down and 9. 3 receivers to the right of Jenkins with Harrison to his left. Jenkins back to pass. It's a screen route. Throws it to the right side. It's caught. And the Pioneers do a good job of not allowing the first down. It'll bring up a 4th down and short, as that was Aston Randall on the reception. And it'll bring up a 4th down and 4. And like we thought would happen, Legacy's going to go for it. And if you're the Pioneers, Jim, you got to be thinking that in some capacity, this ball is going to be either going to Harrison or DeAndre Thomas, number 3 or number 23. And you look here, you got number 3 at the little sniffer spot with 23 to the left of Jenkins. And it's a little misdirection. It's the Philly special. Pioneers are fooled. Looked like they almost had him behind the sticks, but he's going to get the first down on that last move. So they go Philly special, a little end around as Alex Okodi with the first down. And Legacy, we said it in the beginning of the game that trick plays may be crucial in this, and that's all it was there. So a new set of downs for Legacy. And a touchdown for the Broncos on this drive would all of a sudden make this a football game. Even a field goal, Jim. So Jenkins in the gun, back to pass. A lot of time. Going to throw this across the middle. Wide open. It's in. Touchdown, Broncos. It looked like DeAndre Thomas was wide open in the end zone. Their leading receiver, and there's no flags on the field. And all of a sudden, we've got a football game now at atR.L Anderson with 5:59 to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, he read them all away. And like I say, he had a good 6-8 feet on the defender.
Yeah, I think Boswell was expecting the run there on that play as the PAT, which is actually a crucial PAT, now makes it a 3-point ball game.
5 minutes and 59 seconds.
Now all of a sudden we've got a field goal game here.
Boswell Pioneers 17, Legacy Broncos 14.
So Legacy comes out to start the second half with a big defensive stop, and then they march 90 yards on their first possession with some kind of key conversions on multiple 3rd downs and a 4th down. They just picked apart the Boswell defense there. So the Boswell offense, kind of something that was a little bit of a storyline heading into this week, was the Pioneers have not scored 30 points in a game all season.
Right.
But they may have to score 30 tonight to win this football game.
Mansfield and Crowley have traded scores. It's now 14-7 Mansfield.
Good.
With 9 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
The Legacy kick this one away again, and it'll fall kind of in that danger zone, and it goes out of bounds barely.
Ooh, that was dangerous.
Yeah, so they're kicking it kind of in that drop zone area between the 25 and the 30, and it's a live football every time, and I think it was touched by a Pioneer, so it's not going to be a penalty. Yeah, so
21-yard line, first down.
Pillars up 20-16 over Byron Nelson.
Wow. Byron Nelson looks like they're taking a step back a little bit.
Ranked 8th, I think.
Really? Keller must be quite good this year then.
The Taters up 77-8 over Jarvis.
2-back set for the Pioneers. Richardson's going to go in motion to the left of Lassiter. Hands it off to Lassiter up the middle. The pile is just being pushed. It's a good gain, though, out to the 25-yard line.
Braden Meath, number 64.
By number 48, Cameron Hayes.
We had him on the show this week on Pioneer Sports Extra. Good kid.
Really good.
Humble.
2nd and 5 now. Richardson again moves to the left of Lassiter. It's a handoff to Lassiter. Good move. And he'll bring it across the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, just a good job that time of Lassiter hitting the hole, looking to the left, seeing that there was some space, and taking advantage of it.
It seems like tonight, Jim, that Pioneers are kind of using Lassiter as that bruiser back to kind of open up the holes and get Richardson going. The carries have kind of flipped over in this one. Here's a handoff to Richardson, and that's what they're doing. Richardson, if he just gets out of that one, it could have gone for a first down at least, but it's a good carry for Richardson.
Yeah, Nate Wilson.
By number 7, Nathan Wilson.
And Wilson, just a shoestring tackle. Wilson's been all over the field tonight.
Yeah,
he's one of their better defenders.
Yeah, he's been really good for him. He's also the backup quarterback. He's the one that had that quarterback run for him in the first half. Fake handoff. Juju throws across to the left side. It's caught. Had a defender all over him. That was Barboza. What a grab. I mean, there was a blanket over him. It seemed like it was Christmas time out here. It's 83 degrees.
Barboza last week with that spectacular one-handed catch.
And that's just a good route on the slant. And, yeah, DB was all over him. It's a first down. Hands it off to Richardson around the left side. He's got Lassiter out in front. The block for him runs into Lassiter, but he keeps moving. A good run out to the 49, and Jace Richardson. Good carry there again.
Barber on the carry. Stopped by number 41, Trent Heyman, 2nd down.
Of course, for those who watched the game last week, you remember that vicious hit that Richardson took there in the 4th quarter. Knocked him out of the game, but looks like he's still got it here in this one.
Lassiter now moving out to the slot. Juju's going to keep it on the read option. They'll bring it across for the first down and more. And look at those receivers tonight, Jim, just blocking upfield, doing so well.
Good block. Peyton Rhodes out there at the 45-yard line.
We'll see the replay here. And look, they go trips. They have single of Lassiter on the left side. And they just fake it. Another read option. Juju may be the leading carrier tonight for the Boswell Pioneers. It's that 3-headed monster. First down and 10. Juju back to pass, throws a little HBO route to the right side. It's caught. That looked like Barboza again. No, it's Rhodes. So Peyton Rhodes and Jaden Barboza getting a lot of targets tonight. Just picking apart a very mediocre secondary that we discussed.
Amy, you've missed a good first half, but we're glad to see you on the show.
2nd and 4 from the 38. Hands it off to Richardson. He stopped up, though. Legacy was all over it. It's a loss of 2. And I've noticed, Jim, these little delayed handoffs that the Pioneers like to run, it's not really working tonight. Legacy's been all over it. So 3rd down and 6 here.
Timeout. Oh, no. There malfunction.
I think there's a. It may have just been a little bit of a cramp on the offensive line for the Pioneers. So 3rd down and 5, Jim. I mean, this spot of the field with how Legacy just drove the football, it may be 4-down territory here. Juju, fake handoff, throws across the middle. Lassiter, first down and more. Chance Lassiter does the somersault. He should be down. The referee marks him down. He was down. The arm is down in football, just in case everybody needs to know.
What a great catch by Lassiter. Nice round run right across the middle.
It's just another good ball again from Juju. You look right there. Yep. Wrist goes down.
His head was down, actually.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know, Jim, wrist is actually down. It's the wrist up, which is marked down. So it's a first down.
Red's Barbecue Red Zone.
From the Pioneers. They are in field goal range, but you definitely want to get a touchdown back here. Juju's going to keep it on the read option. Blockers out in front of him, Peyton Rhodes. And Juju looked like he slowed down a little bit, as couldn't really find anything. Get a gain of about maybe 2.
Marcus Lord on the keeper. Stop made by number 41, Trenton.
As the Pioneers have taken off a good chunk of game clock here, about 6-7 minutes. 6-7.
I'll start.
2nd and 7. Handoff. No, Juju keeps it again up the middle. He gets more positive yardage out to the 10. Jim.
Richardson actually got horse collared and he didn't have the football.
So Jim, it's going to be a third and about 4. Third and about 4. If the Pioneers don't get the first down here, do you take the points, go up 6, or do you go for it?
I think you go for it.
Juju hands it off to Richardson's got a hole, breaks it. I think he's got the first down. That's all he needed, out to the 4-yard line, and the sticks will be thrown on the ground. It'll be now 1st and goal from the 4. So now I think it's 4-down territory the rest of the way. You're trying to get into the end zone. You remember this spot of the field? Kind of similar situation as the Mansfield game. Pioneers got to the 4-yard line. This same spot, same field a few weeks ago. Didn't get in the end zone. Hand off to Richardson. Legacy's all over it, though.
Nothing there. They blitzed from the outside.
It's a loss of about 2.
They blitzed from the outside. Everything crashed inside. He just had nowhere to go.
Jim, this is kind of getting a little PTSD here. This is kind of how that same possession win against Mansfield was on the 4, lost yardage on that first down. Can't lose any yards here. You got to make up about 3 or 4 yards at this spot, I think, to set yourself up comfortably on 3rd and goal. 2nd and goal now from the 4. Juju hands it off to Lasser, got a hole. Lasser cuts, inside, touchdown. The Pioneers go back up 2 possessions, and what a methodical drive by the Pioneer running attack. Chance Lasseter is having himself a game.
Noisy crowd down there in front of us.
Yeah, like seeing the Pioneer faithful get into it.
Number 46, Perez on to the.
Oh, Perez comes in for the extra point.
I think the Pioneers have made a little bit of a change as we'll wait. I think he missed. He missed the PAT, so that. In a game like this, you need those type of points. But what I was going to say, Jim, I saw this a little bit in the pregame where they were using him for PAT looks and Isaiah Nash for more of those long field goals. And Nash may have gotten himself onto the PAT unit after that miss there. So instead of a 10-point lead, it's now a 9-point game. And Jim, I mean, Legacy, if they were to go down and get a touchdown, they may go for 2 to make it a 1-point game.
Yeah.
You go down and score a touchdown, I don't really see where there's any benefit to kick the PAT and be down by 2, unless you're just playing to go up by a field goal, or if you'd be down by 2 and go up by a field goal down by 2. Well, I don't know. Every point is costly in a game like this. We got to remind you, the Pioneers have not scored 30 points in a game all season. They sit at 23.
Ben Perez on to do the kicking charge.
Ben Perez will kick this one away here. He boots this one out to the 5-yard line where it was returned by Legacy. And I mean, again, Jim, another good return out to the 25-yard line. That is where Legacy will take over with 19 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. It'll likely be the last play until the 4th. And boys, up here in the booth, it's not even 9 o'clock yet, and we're already heading to the 4th quarter yet again.
That seems to be a common theme so far. It's like every week we're talking.
Every week we're talking about a quick game.
That's okay though, because tomorrow's a work day, and
it's a work day, and we may get caught up in that construction again.
Yeah,
I hope not.
I was in the car for 2 hours on a 45-minute drive the last time we were here. I'm not going to make that mistake again. 1st down and 10. Jenkins back to pass, looking, throws it to the left side, got a man wide open, and it's caught for a 1st down. That's the big man, Kingston James. He's been their top target tonight.
Kind of quiet over there.
The clock will stop as the chains move. I think the clock just stopped in general. So they actually will run another play here before the 4th quarter, and The deep pass is kind of coming alive for Jenkins. Struggled a little bit in the first half of play. Kind of need it, though, when you're down by 2 possessions in the second half. Jenkins back to pass. All the time in the world. Throws across the middle. Incomplete. And that could have been tipped up or picked.
23. Who was that right? Who's 23?
That's Armani Jones.
Yeah, Armani Jones sitting back there. If he'd have come up just a little bit, he may have had one.
There's the replay.
And that went to Kingston James again, number 12. He's been their top target tonight, but he's had a couple drops. That one probably should have been caught for a first down. The Pioneers are fortunate. We'll bring up a 2nd and 10. So we thought it was only going to be one more play ran. That's the 3rd play here. Here's a handoff, and it's nothing going. About a gain of 2.
Yeah, gain of 2.
And that should do it now for the 3rd quarter of play, where your Boswell Pioneers lead Legacy 23-14. The 4s are up. And we will have the 4th quarter action ready to go here on Boswellsports.com.
Click, flash, the moment's gone, but with Sandy it still lives on. Jan Friday nights and birthday cake, grocery weddings full of love we make. The senior smiles, friends so true, every shot is just for you. It's only you, just live it, she'll come through, capturing the moment so you don't have to. Sandy's Sandy's action photography, memories in Sandy's action photography, memories in motion. Click, flash, the moment's gone, but with Sandy it still lives on. Jan Friday nights and
Coming back out of the break here for the 4th quarter of play, as this quarter is brought to you by Sandy's Action Photography. Jenkins is going to throw a little quick out to Kingston, and he's got a good yard after the catch, though, where he'll get the first down. So the Pioneers had him stopped up. There's a flag down, and there's another flag. So this will be a 15-yard penalty on somebody. As we mentioned, this game has gotten chippy.
Yeah, Israel's helmet came off.
Like it's coming back this way.
We'll see the indication here. Hands to the face against the Pioneers. So that is going to be... Oh, no, it is against Legacy, actually. So the head official just pointed to the wrong side. So this will come back. So Boswell is fortunate there, as Kingston James again. They go a little screen, and
now we know why Isidore's hat came out.
Yeah.
Face. Replay, 4th down.
So they'll replay the down. And it'll be a 3rd and about 12. So Kingston James.
Correctly, 1st down.
Oh no, 1st down. There'll be a 1st down and 12 since they got the 1st down.
Hey, Bronco fans, and that's another Legacy Bronco.
And we've got confusion here. I don't think it's going to be 1st and 12. It's going to be 1st and 10. So that's the indication. And the Pioneers are going to have to keep their eyes on Kingston James here, as Jawan Harrison, he's not in the football game, so that's really their top target is Kingston James going forward. 1st and 10, 11:37 left. Jenkins hands it off to the backup tailback. He's got nowhere to go.
Nowhere.
Alex Apodity went nowhere, and the Pioneers were all over it.
Uribe.
Uribe's had himself a great game tonight. Had a sack earlier in this game. He actually caused a fumble. It was recovered by Legacy. He's kind of playing himself into a potential defensive player of the game for the Pioneers tonight. We haven't really said his name much over the last few weeks. I think he's been...
Well, he'd been hurt.
Yeah, he's been hurt.
But I tell you what a I mean, this kid is energetic.
Yeah, he's got a lot of potential, too. We even saw it last season when he was playing. He's still only a junior. Jenkins back to pass. All the time rolled. Uribe had the pressure. Throws it downfield. Incomplete. It was a jump ball almost intercepted by Armani Jones. And again, Jim, who was in the backfield right at the quarterback? It was Uribe again with the pressure.
Yeah, he has harassed Jenkins all night.
Yeah, look at it again. And they had two guys holding him, too. Uribe showing off the strength at the nose tackle position. They'll bring up a 3rd down and 11. And with Legacy down 9, 10:44 to go. Surely we've got 2 more plays to go here on this set of downs. Pioneer fans are actually loud over here on this side. Jenkins looking, going to throw the screen again. This has been their bread and butter all the second half. They're going to be a yard or 2 short. 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, that's Jones again. Jones coming from the backside to make the tackle. And I thought that was going to go for a whole lot more.
Yeah, and that was DeAndre Thomas, who's been that main guy on the screen game. And at some point, you got to think one of these may break free for a touchdown. They've had a lot of open field ahead of them, and they're just trying to exploit that east and west game of the Pioneer defense.
Yeah,
4th down and 3, the biggest play of the night for both sides. You're going to send a man in motion. Jenkins hands it off to Harrison. Harrison following blockers. He's got the first down. And Harrison, first carry in a bit, gets the first down. And if you need 3 yards, he's going to get you that every time. First down and 10 now for Legacy. 9:40 to go. You got to remember, the Pioneers missed the PAT on the last possession. A touchdown here by Legacy would kind of makes things interesting with what they could do. Here's a handoff to the left side. It's Harrison. Harrison's got the first down and more, drug out of bounds. And Armani Jones is going to get called for a 15-yard penalty. He shoved his face mask. You just can't do that. Actually, it was Isidore.
On the field.
Just can't do that, Jim. It should be an unsportsmanlike conduct against the Pioneers. And these are those just, oh no, it's against Legacy.
Oh. Wow, okay. We'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. Because usually, so what happened, I know it may have went off screen. Isidore drug him out of bounds, and Isidore hit him in the face mask, and that was the last thing we saw. And usually when that flag's thrown, the last person that hits somebody is going to get called by a penalty.
Yeah, so instead of having it on the 10, Legacy's now back to the 40.
And these are 2 steps forward, 3 steps back for Legacy, and 9:22 left. You got to be thinking they need to get a touchdown here before 7.5 to feel a little bit comfortable about it being a 2-possession game. Jenkins back to that. It's a false start.
Moving them back.
Another costly penalty by the Bronco O-line.
I watched Uribe.
Frustrated, too.
I watched Uribe that time. He is just having his way with that Legacy center, number 64, Jose Cortez.
Offensive line, the whole offensive line.
O-line, the whole O-line got called for a false start there. So we got a 1st and 15 now, 9:20 to play. Jenkins. Back to pass now. Pressure. Throws this one up. Got a step on him. And it's caught. Wow. Unbelievable grab. As he had a step on Major Diego, and that was caught by Kane Hendricks.
I'll give them a replay on this one.
And my word, all of a sudden, this game is getting a little bit interesting. Yeah, he had a step on him. That was just easy. Major Diego at that point just had to turn around and find the football. Jenkins hands it off, pushing the pile. Pushing,
Whole team's in
He's
there.
in. Wow. What a push by Legacy.
That's a tush push on steroids.
As they are in. And now, Jim, it's decision time. Do you kick the PAT to make it a 2-point game, or do you go for 2 to make it a 1-point game? But I think they're going to kick the PAT.
Yeah, I think they are too.
Still just looking.
I don't see the difference. I mean, either way, you're a field goal down, whether it's 2 points or 1 point. So go for the sure.
I think the argument may be, though, if you go for 2, and this is going to be, false start? Oh,
false start.
So false start against Legacy. So the argument, Keith, may be, so if they were to go down by 1, Pioneers, if they were to score a touchdown, it then would force the Pioneers, would you go for 2 to make it back to a 9-point game, or kick the PAT and make it an 8-point game and it stays a 1 possession? So with Legacy, they're honestly here trusting their defense to not allow a touchdown in a PAT, because if they do, then it's back to a 2-possession game.
That's fair.
So maybe they know more than me, but the PAT is good. It's a 2-point game. As they're just going to trust their defense here. And look, I mean, it still may work. If they get a stop and they march down, milk the clock, they could kick a game-winning field goal and win the game. So
Either way, it comes down to another nail biter.
Yeah, another nail biter at atR.L Anderson, where surely the mathematicians will be out tonight.
What you guys don't know is I time traveled when I went down there, Peter Weaver, and we win by 1.
Let me hear you. We have a competitive game. Boswell, Pioneer fans, let me hear you.
As the PA is actually getting the Pioneer fans up on their feet. You usually don't see that.
Yeah, you don't normally see that.
His PA is not really a home PA. He's more of like a DJ out here tonight. Is this the zoo.net?
It could be.
As that Legacy side is actually riled up, and they're going to go a little pooch kick again. Pioneers have to fall on it. That was dangerous. Colton Corsi looked like he had a little bit of a delayed reaction to go get that football. We talked about it, Jim. The special teams for Legacy has been very, very sneaky in this football game tonight. So Boswell, 8:50 to go in this game.
The other question is how many games have we seen this season where a missed extra point could be the difference?
Yeah, too many. So Boswell's going to come out in this little diamond set. We haven't seen it since Forney.
Oh, fumble.
Stop. Ball's on the turf.
Oh.
And it's recovered by the Pioneers. They are fortunate to fall on that football. As Reyes is in the game at quarterback in this diamond spot.
Number 30, Anthony Hummer.
So 2nd and 10.
Second out.
And they'll hand it off. Richardson, a good run. Richardson met at the 45-yard line, but it's a good carry and makes up for the fumble. They'll bring up a 3rd and short. Boy, if you're the Pioneers, you need this first down here. Got to get that momentum back, and Juju has yet to come back into this game. At QB, they're going to stick with Reyes in the diamond. 3rd down and 3. Hands it off. No, yeah, Richardson, and he's going to be right at the stick. No, he's a yard short. Oh, he may have got it.
I think he got it.
He may have got it. No, the officials are going back and forth here. He's short a yard.
It's hard to tell.
1 yard shy as he grinds the game.
I'm going inches.
Yeah, this is inches, and honestly, Jim,
it's about the length of the football.
Yeah, it's the length of the football. Is Boswell going to go for it? No, they're going to call a timeout. So it looks like the punting unit was going on, but I don't know, Jim. What would you do in this spot? 4th and short.
I'm going for it.
I'm going for it, too. I think
going for it.
Just because of how well Legacy has picked apart this defense in the second half. Got to trust your backs here, I think. Hand the football off to Richardson or Lassiter and go get the first down.
I don't know. I look like a little bubble screen, I think is.
Little bubble screen to Lassiter. And actually, I think the punting unit's coming out. Wow. So Boswell is going to trust their defense here, Jim.
So watch Rhodes.
Yeah, I would watch out here. This could be that. It's been a few years since we've seen the little rugby style fake. They're bringing out Isidore. This looks like a pretty big huddle, a long huddle for a punt. If they go for it, this is where the games are won, Jim.
From 6 Leon Clark in preparation for the Pioneers.
So, I mean, this is about 4th down and 6 inches.
Back deep for the Broncos, number 8, Harrison Randall.
And the Pioneers will punt this one away. They will not fake it. And it's going to be a good return again by Legacy. This special team uniform,
nice
big hit there. That was number 18. Maui Peters tackle there.
Up to the 40-yard line. That made by number 18.
So Pioneers decide to not go for it on 4th and short, and are going to trust their defense down or go up by 2 here with 8:08 to play.
Broncos have not led since the first quarter.
And they've been doing a real good job here in the second half offensively. Jenkins has really turned it around throwing the football. Jenkins hands it off to Harrison, and just got a big pull. He may take this one for 6.
Yep.
There's that big run, and it's a touchdown. Legacy has taken the lead here as all the momentum has shifted over to the Broncos side. And you got to think, 4th down and short. Could have been a good spot to go for it.
Now it's all on Boswell.
So now it's a 4-point game, and Legacy, I think, is going to stay out for 2 to try and make this one a 6-point game. It doesn't do you any good to go up by 5. Make it a 6-point game, and still right back in it.
Makes you wonder what that conversation was about during the timeout, since they...
We got a timeout on the field, and it's taken by Legacy. So, Jim, I mean, there's a lot of unanswered points here that have been allowed by the Pioneers. I mean, if you're Coach Weaver, what are you telling the unit that's about to come back out on offense?
Well, you got to settle them down, get them focused, and let them know they're still in this game.
All right. Just some quick scores real quick. Crowley has tied Mansfield with the start of the 4th quarter. North Crowley, their game is not updating, so it's still 41-10. Just some other games in the 4th quarter. Haltom's beating beating Grand Prairie 54-13. Byron Nelson is now up over Keller 30-20. Saginaw is up 27-20 over Arlington Heights.
It's a close one.
Holy, and then Decatur, I know it's 4A, but Decatur is up 91-8 over Diamond Hill Privates. Sorry, I had to. I feel bad for Diamond Hill.
Yeah.
So Legacy's going to go for 2 here. Trying to make it a 6-point game. Oh, it's a little trick play, but I think the ball hit the turf. They called it. Wow, they called it. Show the replay, Keith. I'd love to see this.
Me too.
They handed the ball off to the tailback, and he did a little jump pass. It looked like it hit the turf.
Legacy 2-point conversion is successful. And now 7 minutes and 59 seconds remaining in the game.
No, that's caught. What a grab by Kingston James, and it's a 6-point game, man. Now the Pioneers with 7:59 to go in this game.
So then
they're going to have to score a touchdown.
They're going to have to score a touchdown, and now you have to go for 2. Boswell has to go for 2, because if they don't go for 2, they're only up by 2 points.
Well, they could go. They're down 6 now. They can go for that PAT and go up by 1.
Well, that's true, yeah, because then they're not only put them up by. Never mind. Yeah, the 2 point wouldn't do any good.
So they'll go up by 1, but
my math wasn't mathing.
This may be the biggest possession of the night, though, for the Pioneers, as it doesn't look like the Legacy offense is stopping anytime soon. And Jim, we said it again, the trick plays.
Yeah.
They came out with a trick play there on the 2-point.
But again, it goes back to, I really wonder what the discussion was about in that timeout when they punted on 4th down.
Yeah, because it seemed like the conversation was a bit long. I wonder if there was a debate over whether they were going to fake it or not.
The punter did hold the ball for an extra second.
Yeah, he did.
Maybe they were telling him to look for something.
Pioneers will return this one at the 25-yard line. It's Peyton Rhodes. Looked like he had a big hole to go, but bringing it out to the 32-yard line. It's a good carry. Oh, he's still on his feet! How is he still on his feet? Peyton Rhodes! What in the world happened?
I don't know.
The groundhog saw his shadow! What the heck?
I looked at it.
Can we get a replay? I don't know.
I don't think it's going to be on there.
No, it is. He was on top of someone.
And he had the wherewithal.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be impartial here and fair. His arm was on the turf when he was laying on that guy trying to get up. And that may be the conversation with the officials. Look at the replay. Look at his right arm. His right arm was on the turf. This one should come back. Oh, it's a penalty against Legacy. Huh. Wow. Okay, so
how many yards?
This should be, I don't know.
It looks like a 15-yard.
First down, 29-yard line.
I'm going to be honest, guys. That Pioneers got away with one there.
Wow.
Because Peyton Rhodes, while he was on top of the man for Legacy, when he was trying to get up, his right arm was on the turf.
But good for him, man, for even just
even thinking to get up. I mean, that was unbelievable. So the Pioneers get a gift.
Juju's back.
They got to get a touchdown. Juju is back in the game. 7:42 to play. Juju lost it. Ball's on the turf. He looks like he fell on it, though. So that is back-to-back possessions now where Tyler Reyes and Juju Lords have fumbled the snap. You got to have these downs. So a Pioneer offense that doesn't make many mistakes, making a few big ones here in the second half. 2nd and 12. Juju keeps it. Read option up the middle. Gets it inside the 30, about 2 yards, maybe a yard past the original line of scrimmage, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down, and you got to look back at that first down, Jim. That first down cost them. They probably get positive yardage if he doesn't drop the football.
Or Stevenson in the corner.
Big play right here.
It is a massive play. 6:45 to go in this game. Juju back to pass. Gonna throw the out route to Lassiter. Lassiter cuts. Lassiter pushing. He's not gonna even get close. He gets it to the 34, and Jim, they're gonna have to go for it, I think.
They got to go for it here.
There is enough time in the clock where if you don't get it, you're not too concerned, but you would have to get a stop with no points. You just got to get the first down. 4th and 7. 6:15 to play in this game. They need to get to the 20, it looks like. No, the 20. Juju, back to pass, looking, throwing, Peyton Rhodes just missed him! Peyton Rhodes had the step, and Juju Lords just missed him. As there is 6:01 to play, the Pioneers are still in this game. They have 2 timeouts, but they have to get a stop and not allow any points. And honestly, Jim, they're going to be running the football with Harrison here. So they're going to be milking off some clock. They have got to capitalize and finally get number 23 on the ground.
Well, and that's what they're going to do here. I doubt we see a single pass on this possession.
So 1st down and 10 for Legacy, ball on their own 27. Here's a handoff to the right side. It's another good gain. Out a gain of 2, maybe 3. Yeah, a gain of 3 to the 30.
Yeah, Will Watson got back there. Just couldn't slow him down.
And Jawan Harrison's probably worst run of the night has been for 2 yards. Just shows you how dominant he's been, and Legacy's taking all the time in the world. The time is on their side.
Oh yeah, they're going to milk this thing for all they can.
Boswell does have 2 timeouts, but they need to get a stop and get it quick. 2nd and 7. Jenkins hands it off to Harrison again. He's met by Maui Peters, but the pile is pushing close to the first down sticks. He's about 2 yards short, Jim, and we said it. His worst run of the night has been 2 yards.
Maui lost his helmet. He'll have to come out.
Yeah, Maui Peters will now come out of the game, and it's a big down to come out. So 3rd and 2. You got to be thinking this is going to Jawan Harrison here. 4:44 to play.
Let's get for your offense. Pioneers, let's get for your defense.
And the DJ is just, whose side is he on? This will surely be a run to Harrison. Oh, that's a false start. That's a false start against a 3-star recruit.
Yeah, number 64.
That was
Jose Cortez.
That was also Khalil Sanogo. He jumped the left tackle. That is, whew. So that is a gift that the Pioneers have gotten. They've got to capitalize now. It's going to be a 3rd down and about 7. And now you got to be thinking a pass could be coming here.
Yep. Watch the trick play.
Watch the trick play. Watch the screen. We've got number 12, Kingston James. Bottom of your screen. He's gotten the most targets tonight. He's one-on-one with Isidore. Jenkins looking, throws the out to Jawan Harrison. He's going to get the first down and more. And he's going to score, and that will be Kirk.
That will be it.
The open field tackling outside the tackles for the Pioneers harms them yet again.
Big plays.
Big plays have costed them, and it's almost like they've reverted to pre-Mansfield on these 3rd downs this game. A lot of costly conversions.
Oh, that was a bad snap.
Bad snap, but the PAT is good. So it is now a 13-point game. There's 3:58 to go, and it's a tall task for the Pioneers.
Yeah.
They still are not technically out of it, but you're going to have to get a quick score and then hope for an onside recovery. And we all know the chances of an onside recovery. They're very slim, but they do increase at the high school level.
Man.
They knew that was going to go to Harrison either way, and they decided instead of running the football, it's a little running back dump off. It worked again.
Yeah, just had really good blocking downfield. I'm able to spring him past that 2nd level.
So Legacy will kick this one away. It's another sky kick. And that is fair caught by Colton Coursey.
Fair catch right now. 22, Colton Coursey.
Shout out to my boss watching back in Saginaw, Tom McWhorter. He just sent me a text. He said, all it says is boo.
It's the best way to describe it.
Appreciate Tom tuning in. Everybody else. Pioneers with a big uphill task here.
Call you right.
Yeah, it's a massive task here. Down 13. It's doable, but they're going to have to get stuff going through the air on this drive. Juju looks, throws across the middle. It's caught by Barbosa. He's hit. Good grab out to the 38, and they're going to go quick. You have to go quick here. There's actually a timeout. There will be a stoppage on the field for Legacy. So 3:49 to play. Pioneers should get the play quick and get up to the line, though. It's going to be an offsides, it looks like. It looks like there's a penalty. So there's an offsides called against Legacy.
So did they gain more than the penalty? Or is the penalty going to...
It looks... Oh. Yeah, I think they accepted the penalty. So it'll be a 1st down and 5. So 1st and 5 for Boswell. The clock will start on the official.
1st down.
3:49. Juju looking, throws it to Lassiter. They're just all over. They know where that ball's going.
Yep.
Pioneers got to go quick. Got to go quick.
2nd down.
Try and give yourself a chance. 2nd down now. In about 8. 3:29 to play.
Richardson not in the game.
Yeah, Richardson not in the game, and may just be because they need some pass pro from Lassiter. 3:22. And now they're waiting on the play again. A lot of time being milked off. Juju, back to pass. Looking. Throws this one deep downfield. He's got a man. Oh, just out of the hands. That was intended for Porter Stevenson.
Number 88.
He catches that all of a sudden.
3rd down.
Pioneers are staring down a great opportunity. We'll see the replay here. And that was just in and out of the hands. That was a great ball by Juju.
You got to catch that.
You got to catch that one. It would have been massive. 3:09 to play, 3rd down and 7. Juju rolling to the right side, looking downfield. He's just got to keep it and run. And that's one of those things as a quarterback, though, probably should head out of bounds, try to stop the clock. So now 2:56 to play.
And it's 4th down.
And it's 4th down. This is the game.
Stop by number 5, Carson Cox. Breaks up 4th down.
This is the ball game here.
Yep.
Boswell has to get a 1st down to remotely even give themselves a chance. 2:37 to play. Juju looking. Gonna throw it up. Lassiter!
No, that's Rhodes.
Oh, it's Rhodes with the catch. It's a 1st down at the 50. They gotta get on the ball, though. They gotta go quick. 2:29 to play. They're going quick. Spot the ball and go. Spot the ball and go. Get the play. 2:29 to go. They still have the 2-minute timeout. Clock is now rolling now. Juju hands it off to Lassiter.
Oh,
why?
That was not good.
Now 2:18. Clock is running. Can they get one more play off before the 2-minute timeout? They may not do it, though. 2:09. 2:08. 7, 6.
They're going to let it just go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And they'll take it to the 2-minute timeout.
That brings us to the 2-minute timeout.
So a lot of missed opportunities in this one for the Pioneers. A couple missed receivers, couple drop balls. A lot of open field tackle issues, kind of been the Achilles heel for the Pioneers. And
well, the 2 big plays in the second half, those have been the killer.
Yep.
Well, in the chat room, should have gone for the 4th and inches.
Yeah, that's also going to be a conversation as well. It is a little bit tough, though, on your own side of the field to go for it. But the argument would be your defense hasn't really stopped them tonight. But this is why you play the game. 2nd and 12 now for Boswell. 2 minutes to go, 2 timeouts, down by 13. They're showing blitz. Juju rolling to the right side. Looks, throws it on the run, going for Rhodes. Rhodes incomplete.
Passing for number 1, Peyton Rhodes.
It was a good ball again, just good coverage by Lofton Harbor, and it'll bring up the 3rd down and 12. 1:54 to play.
Yeah, I thought the Pioneers kind of got away with a little hold on that play.
The 3rd and 12 from their own 48. Juju looks, gonna throw the screen to Lassiter. Walker's out in front. Lassiter cuts it inside. Lassiter's got blockers. Lassiter breaks a tackle. Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds. He didn't get out of bounds. Get on the ball. You gotta get on the ball quick. Gotta get on the ball quick. Minute 38 to go. Once the chains are set, the clock starts. The clock has started. Actually, the chains weren't even set. Why was the clock started? Minute 30. 27, 26. Juju looks, pumps, throws it to Rhodes. End zone.
Interference.
Interference.
What a hole.
Not called. Interference not called. And now second down coming up.
That should at least have been a hold. Here's the replay.
I don't think we got the end of it.
Yeah, we got our bar. Oh yeah, he was held.
His arm got held right before he got in the end zone.
2nd and 10 now, minute 18 to go from the 28. Juju. Back to pass. Under pressure. Throwing on the run to Rhodes again to the end zone. Incomplete. Double covered, and again, it just had blankets all over him. A lot of contact in the end zone, but no flags. Minute 13 left. And there's been a lot of plays, Jim, on this drive where ball carriers for the Pioneers could have probably saved about 40 seconds if they just got out of bounds.
You know, I'd like to see him run Rhodes on that post again and send Colton Corsi across the middle.
3rd and 10 now from the 27. 1:13 to go. Juju looks, throws it. It's Rhodes across the middle. Rhodes to the 15, 10, 5. He's thrown out of bounds. The clock will stop. Good job by Peyton Rhodes to go to the boundary. And now minute 05 left. And Jim, if they can get a quick score here.
Red's barbecue, red zone.
Never know. Never know. 1st and goal now from the 4. Juju looking, throws, end zone, caught, touchdown. Is that Peyton Rhodes?
It is Peyton Rhodes.
Peyton Rhodes with the touchdown with a minute 01 to play. The Pioneers will kick the PAT, and now onside kick is a-coming. A good drive by the Pioneers. There could have been.
I don't know about Jim, but I'm too old for this.
I'm definitely too old for this.
There could have been. It's unfortunate. A lot of time could have been saved as the PAT is good. So now, Boswell down 6. A minute 01 to play. They don't have 3 timeouts, so that was kind of my thing, Jim. If they would have had 3 timeouts, they could have still gotten the ball back if they don't recover the onside.
Yeah.
So now they have to recover the onside. The game's over.
Yeah.
Or in that case, it would just be trying to strip the football away on the runs.
Well, a minute 5, so if Legacy gets it back, they just take a knee.
Yeah, they could. So here we go. A minute 01. This is the ball game here. Onside kick. Is it coming? The Pioneers have to recover to give themselves a chance. Gotta go 10 yards. You gotta get it. Oh, they're gonna give them. They're gonna give them. Oh no! They threw the flag. It went 10 yards.
We got the replay.
It went 10 yards. That is unbelievable. It has to go 10 yards before the Pioneers can touch it. Look at the ball. Look at the ball. Not touch. That's touch at the 50. That is legal. That went 10 yards. That should be the Boswell Pioneers ball. No! That is unbelievable. For the second time in 3 weeks, the Boswell Pioneers have been.
They're going to make them re-kick?
The Boswell Pioneers have been ripped off by the officials. I mean, you saw the replay. He recovered it 10 yards.
He recovered it at the 48.
50-yard line.
They're going to make him re-kick.
He actually touched it at the 48 of Legacy.
They're going to make him re-kick.
That is unbelievable.
That was a great onside
Unbelievable.
kick.
Unbelievable. That is insane from an official to call that. It went 10 yards.
Timeout, Broncos.
Wow.
We had a 5-yard infraction on the kicking team.
This stadium is cursed.
So are they saying that they're okay?
So they're saying
there was an infraction on.
There was. So I'm thinking that they were going to. He threw it there, which would have been early touching, but so it should have still been Broncos ball then, right? Because that's not a replayable flag. So I'm wondering if they're saying that there was, because the official.
Maybe Boswell went off sides.
Well, that's what I was going to say. The official.
Because there's no way that they called illegal touching on the Pioneers. They went 10 yards.
Yeah. Actually went 12.
Yeah.
All right.
We didn't get a clear indication, so now we'll do this again. And that's why the Pioneers were able to. Oh, here we go. Ball will be placed at the 35 now. It has to go to the 45. And Legacy falls on it. That should be the game.
That's the game. Wow, the Pioneers needed this game to keep their playoff hopes.
Yeah, now the playoff chances for the Pioneers have dwindled quite a bit with this one.
It's going to be.
Now you got to be hoping. Yeah, it's going to be tough now as Legacy's going to go to 2-1. And there's a chance Legacy doesn't win another game the rest of the season. And now, Jim, you may be hoping for Crowley to win and get to 2 wins.
All right.
Here's a handoff to the right side. You got to try and strip it. Weaver will call a timeout with 48 seconds left. And I don't see a world where Legacy's going to run this football again.
Yeah, I'm surprised they ran it there.
Yeah.
1 remaining.
Wow. Unbelievable.
My offensive player of the game is the referees.
So now it'll be 2nd down and short. And you got to imagine Legacy's just going to kneel this out as they don't even need. Get a 1st down. Boswell probably hoping that they had one of those timeouts back here in this spot. Jenkins will actually hand it off again. And he's got the 1st down. That'll do it. Weaver will call a timeout, but it won't matter. They will just take a knee on the next play. And this one.
Or will they?
I don't know. I think they're going to take a knee on this next one. So now, you take a look at the district standings.
Oh, you've got it? Okay, good.
And 3-6A as we're getting a little refresh here. Mansfield will now they're up 21-14. Now all of a sudden, Jim, you kind of wish that Crowley would have won that game tonight. Would have made it a little bit interesting, as if Crowley would have beaten Legacy, then you're talking tiebreaker scenarios. But it looks like Mansfield's going to go to 2-1. Crowley will fall to 1-2. Lake Ridge will go to 1-1, with North Crowley going to 2-0. The Pioneers will fall to 1-2, and Mansfield Legacy pulls out a pretty remarkable comeback victory in the second half and will defeat the Pioneers 36-30 to move to 2-1 in district play. And now they're in the driver's seat, and all of a sudden, Jim, Boswell's going to have to go sneak a win out from either Mansfield Lake Ridge or North Crowley. Which North Crowley is a tall task. It likely won't happen. But Lake Ridge is one that I think they're going to have to play a good game. It's possible. They're just going to have to play a really good game, but they're facing a real uphill battle now. This district's weird, man.
This game, you had to have this game.
You had to have this game, but man, this district's weird. I mean, a couple weeks ago, Weatherford got blown out by Crowley. Crowley blew him out. Boswell beats Crowley, and then Legacy barely beats Weatherford last week, but they beat Boswell this week. So this district is just all over the place. Nobody really knows where everybody's at. The record's just kind of line up. So.
All right, we're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll have the post-game show. Stick with us here on Boswellsports.
It's football Friday night. For the brand we stand, we fight. With the blue and gold side by side, we bleed.
.net. Thousands of songs in the library. Radio like it used to be. Radio as it should be. It's on the internet 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, and it's free. The best classic rock of all time. It's the zoo.net.
The internet's best classic rock. The Zoo.
Making moo like a cow, tasting Texas pride, no stopping now. From sun up to sundown, this place feels right. Red's Barbecue, every single bite.
Thinking about saving money on insurance? Think no more. The answer is Lone Star Insurers, a Paul Jacobs agency. We have just the right coverage for you. Auto, home, health, life, recreational vehicles, and more. See how we can save you money on your monthly premiums with these products. All state Progressive, MetLife, Mercury, and Unitrade. Call today for a free quote. Lone Star Insurers is locally owned. Find them at 8101 Boat Club Road 325, Fort Worth, Texas 76179, or call them at 817-236-2886.
All right, we're back.
Yeah, welcome back to the post-game show. I'm Jim Howard, along with Peyton Peterson and Keith Diamond. And the Boswell Pioneers, they lose a heartbreaker. This was a game that they needed to have to stay in the hunt for a playoff game. They're not completely mathematically eliminated, but it's going to be a very tough task for these guys to try to get in and I tell you, another really exciting football game. We had the thriller last week in overtime. And, you know, I thought there for a minute, well, maybe we have another one happening here. Unfortunately, they kind of get robbed on the final call on that onside kick. But
well, I'll tell you, like I said, when I went down there and I was getting set up to interview Coach Weaver at halftime, the players were coming off, and they had a lot of energy. There was a lot of grittiness between them and the fans there. Yeah,
they were in control until 6 minutes left in this football game.
Yeah.
And they gave up 2 really crucial big plays that I think made the difference.
Yep. I think
it energized Legacy, and more importantly, it gave them back the lead, which they never relinquished.
I think Legacy also scored on every drive in the second half.
Yeah.
I think they scored on every drive.
Yeah, I don't remember them punting.
Yeah, I think you know, when you get in these type of games, you've got to find a way to get stops or at least minimize the damage by forcing field goals, forcing, you know, that not happening. So, yeah, man, it's going to be a tough uphill battle now for Boswell, and what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to, you know, go handle business against Weatherford down the line, and they have to beat Lake Ridge.
Well, and the thing,
to give them a chance, they have to beat Lake Ridge, and now Legacy has to lose to Crowley, and at that point, that keeps Crowley at 2 wins, I think. Unless Legacy were to, or excuse me, it keeps Legacy at 2 wins, unless Legacy were to go get an extra win from Lake Ridge, or did they already play Lake Ridge?
Who?
Legacy. No, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't. So if Legacy were to lose out,
well, let me see.
Pioneers have to win 2 more games the rest of the way, and then they get in.
And the way that Legacy is playing, you know, they're the surprise team of the district this year, and I mean they've got their eye on that second spot.
Yeah.
So,
I think Crowley's going to get it done, though.
So far in district, all that Legacy has played, Legacy has played North Crowley.
Yep.
And they lost 66-0 on that one. And then last weekend they played, where's it at? Weatherford.
Yeah, they played Weatherford.
And
yeah, so
Weatherford 52-49.
Honestly, I think Legacy, the only winnable game they have left is Crowley.
Yeah.
They have to for Boswell.
I think they may win that game.
They may win that game, but I don't know how they're going to play against a pretty stiff passing attack.
You know,
Crowley brings to the table.
Jim, you know, you brought up the 2 big plays, and yeah, those are 2 huge plays that they really should have needed to have stopped. But the thing that you got that also needs to be brought into consideration is the penalties were out. If I were to count right, we're like 3-1 in favor of Boswell.
Yeah, I mean, Legacy did everything they could to try to lose this football.
Yeah.
Turnovers, penalties, you know, just busted plays, bad snaps, and still they found
a lot of unsportsmanlike conduct, a lot of 15-yard penalties, and you know, Boswell just didn't capitalize off of the you know, what was given to them. And honestly, down the stretch, those last 2 offensive possessions.
So here's where I think it went south for Boswell. I don't know what happened to Richardson because he kind of disappeared in that second half.
Yeah, they were really keying him.
Juju getting injured, I really felt like it took the Boswell Pioneers out of their rhythm.
Yeah.
Prior to that, I thought they had a good pace going, good rhythm, and they were making things happen. After that.
And I go back to the question that I asked Coach Weaver, you know, what adjustments did he think that you know, about they might make in the second half? I honestly feel like he shouldn't have done any changes at all. No, because the play calling to me was clearly different from the first half to the second half. There were more wrinkles. There were more, you know, the first half was more smash mouth, stop us if you want it. And then the second half was, let's get kind of cutesy, like they had to get with Crowley, right? And so, yeah, I
think that the biggest thing for, you know, really in this one, I towards the end, those last 2 possessions for the Pioneers, whenever Reyes was in the game.
Yeah.
Muff fumble.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That drive.
They lost that chemistry.
When Reyes dropped that ball, they set up a 2nd and long, and it just killed that drive because then that's when it set up that 4th and short,
yep.
which they decided to punt it. And then that next drive, right? Juju drops the ball again as well. And it's just these things add up, and that's time off the clock, and these are just things that really hurt them. But I think the biggest thing was they had no answer for Juwan Harrison tonight. Not a single answer. They had no answer for him. They had no answer for Kingston James. And honestly, it seemed like Legacy throughout the season, their bread and butter has really, they haven't done a lot of the, they've ran the screen game, but it hasn't been, it seemed like 80% of their passes tonight were just these little dump offs, little screen plays. But that is purely because of what they've seen. Yeah, that's purely what they've seen on film from the Pioneers. Everything east and west outside the tackles in the open field has been the issue. And it kind of got mitigated, I think, over the last few weeks for Boswell because of, Mansfield, they like to run between the tackles and they like to throw it over the top to Roberson. Crowley, they're kind of the same way. They don't really like to go east and west. Whereas this team, Legacy, they can't really throw it down the field. They knew heading into this game that Boswell had a really tight attack in between the tackles. So, they just really kept busting around that right side. And, that really hurt them in this game was the open field tackling. And, you hate to say it's a little bit of a hangover from last week, but it honestly feels that way. It feels like that the intensity and the pressure, outside of Uribe, Pioneers didn't really have tonight, and same goes for, wrapping up. We even saw a play where, they lost yards, but there was a guy in the backfield, and Boswell defender just got slung off like it was nothing. And, these are things that has to be dialed in if you want to be a playoff football team, and it's crazy. Most of the time, when you're talking about these 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams, it comes down to who can tackle and who can play defense. And
3.5 quarters, the Boswell Pioneers were the better team on the field.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was just, they, like I say, they got out of that rhythm. The last 6 minutes, they let Mansfield get all the momentum, and they just couldn't recapture it.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about our players of the game, guys. Keith, we'll start with you since you got to be down on the field up close and personal.
A lot of rowdy boys up there, a lot bigger than I thought. They look a lot bigger in person than they do from standing up here. Now, I think Isidore played one heck of a first half.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with him. Running all this stuff there, that's probably the only name that really sticks out in my head for this. I don't want to say I want to give Juju the offensive player just because the only reason why I'm leaning that direction is because his targets are getting more precise. He's getting them fingertips, and so I think I wish he would have managed the game a little bit better, but
yeah. I think defensive player of the game for me has to be Uribe. This guy's playing nose tackle. You don't really see nose tackles bring that much pressure to the quarterback unless you're Jalen Carter in the NFL or something. So, yeah, he was in the backfield, had a big sack, and man, you hate to look back on if they would have recovered that football. Where are they at on that strip sack that he had? And man, he played a heck of a game at nose tackle. And then my offensive player of the game, I think I got to give it to Chance Lassiter. Honestly, Jim, with the way that this game went on the offensive side of the football, Lassiter, I think, scored majority of their touchdowns. I don't know where this Boswell team's at without Lassiter tonight, truthfully. I think he was able to help Richardson a lot. Richardson was keyed on quite a bit by this unit, and they really loaded the boxes and had guys flying around the tackles and really just preventing anything big outside of maybe 2 or 3 plays from Richardson. But yeah, just the way the second half went, this could have been a 20-point ball game, I think, if Lassiter's not in the game, truthfully. So he's the offensive player of the game for me.
So for me, on defense, I have to agree with you. Uribe, thought he really owned the line of scrimmage there. That center that he was up against, really, Uribe won that battle all night long. On the offensive side, I got to say Juju. I thought Juju really energized the football team. Whenever he went out, whatever happened, whenever he got hit in the backfield and lost his helmet, and then he had to come out for a little while, and Reyes had to come in. Not that Reyes is not a good backup quarterback, because he certainly is.
Yeah.
I just felt like it took the Pioneers out of their rhythm.
Yeah.
And they never got that rhythm back. And so for me, I have to go with Juju Lords. So the Boswell Pioneers certainly have a mountain to climb. If they want to try to get into the playoffs, they're probably going to need some help. Good news is next week they don't lose.
Yep, got a bye.
They don't win either, though.
Next week they get a bye, and what that means is they get a chance to get some guys healthy. That was the other thing that we saw. We saw a lot of kids go down tonight.
Yeah, a lot of guys go down.
And so they'll get a chance to get healthy. They'll get 2 weeks to prepare for a juggernaut.
Yep.
And that's in 2 weeks they face North Crowley at Boswell, and that's you're talking the defending state champions.
Yeah, that's a squad, and Jim, you're gonna have to get desperate down towards the end.
Yep.
I mean, you're gonna have to get desperate, especially when you're talking about they have to win 2 of these next 3 games to give themselves a shot.
So after next week they've got Lake Ridge, and then after that
North Crowley.
North Crowley.
That's 2 weeks from now. Then Weatherford comes to
Weatherford.
Yep.
That's right.
And Weatherford is one they can.
Yeah, it's a winnable.
They've got a chance.
Yes.
And Lake
should
Ridge,
be favored in that game.
Who knows what happens is they'll have to travel back here to Mansfield. Thankfully, it'll be to Newsom Stadium, but
and
then
you never know where we're at. I mean, if Legacy falls to Crowley, when does Legacy play Crowley?
Let me check. I thought they already played them.
All of a sudden, no, they haven't played. Now, all of a sudden, that Legacy Crowley game becomes very, very big because.
So
I think
next week,
I think Legacy will beat Crowley. Crowley is not what we thought they were.
Next week, Legacy plays Mansfield.
Okay, who do they play the next week?
After that, let's see.
Crowley. Okay.
Crowley. So they play Crowley the week that we play Weatherford. No, North Crowley. That's right.
So the week we play North Crowley, the first game back, that's when. So we'll be keeping our eyes on that game. That if Legacy falls in that game, Legacy's not going to win another game the rest of the district play. I can mark that down. That's not going to happen. They'll finish with however many wins they have, and Boswell will just have to go get it done. And yeah, I mean, it'll be a 3-win fiasco at that point.
Trying to think, if I remember right, this is only win number 2 for them.
Yeah, it's only win number 2 for Legacy. So I mean, again, if Boswell gets to 3 wins, Legacy's at 2, they're in. That's all you have to do. But
it'll be hard to get to those 3 wins.
It will be hard
either team.
Yeah, for either team. Yeah, because I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that'll do it for this one here, live from R.L. Anderson Stadium, where the Boswell Pioneers unfortunately fall to the Mansfield Legacy Broncos 36-30. Join us for the coaches show this Tuesday night. Or I'm sorry, not this Tuesday night. We will be off next week since the Pioneers are off. We will be back at Reds 2 weeks from now, a week from this next Tuesday. And we will talk about this game, and then we'll talk about the game against North Crowley. And I think I'm going to try to get Uribe as our special
That'd be a good one.
guest athlete. So that is Pioneer Sports Extra at 5 o'clock on Tuesday, a week from this next Tuesday, live from Reds. Love to have you come out. We actually had people show up last week.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we had Coach Weaver's cousin came out, and she sat and watched the show and just had glowing things. And then we had several other people there, and they stayed. And we actually got a not an ovation, but they clapped for us when we were done.
Maybe I think they wanted us out.
Maybe it was because we were done. I don't know. But yeah, come on out. Join us for some great barbecue or hamburgers and chicken fried steak at Red's Barbecue. They're located at 7335 Boat Club Road. We'd love to see you, love to have you. And I know Coach Weaver and the player we have there, they'd love to have you there as well. So that'll do it for this one. For Peyton Peterson, Keith Diamond, and of course the lovely Mrs. Howard, I'm Jim Howard saying good night from R.L. Anderson Stadium, where the final score is the Legacy Broncos 36, the Boswell Pioneers 30. Until next time, good night and go Boss.
Go Boss.
Under the lights, where the warriors ride. Friday night fire, feel the pioneer pride. From the first down fight to the final bell. Where Boswell born, you know the name well. It's Football Friday night. For the brand we stand, we fight. With the blue and gold, side by side, we bleed pioneer pride. From snap to sack, from pass to run, we bring the heat till the battle's won. In the trenches or the open field, we play for the brand. We never yield. Jim Howard's call brings the game to life. Peyton P with the inside cutting like a knife. Keith Demon breaks it down, tells you what's in store. Boswellsports on the mic, who could ask for more? It's Football Friday night with the heart, the grit, the might. Boswell Pioneers take flight. We play for the brand all day, all Slobber Friday night.